Time on the track.
You already know what this is, man. I'm talking about No Rap Cap Podcast, man. I'm talking about audio dope, man. I'm talking about podcast medicine number, real raw shit that you can't get over the counter. Gotta come rock with us to get it. I go by Gas the Realest.
I'm Mr. MEANA, the motivator, but I'm here to motivate the nation. You know what I'm talking about?
Facts. What we gonna do, man? We gonna motivate the nation, man. We gonna stand on business, man. We've been standing on business, man. We gonna clear the business today, man. Got a lot of fuck niggas out there today, you heard? So we gonna clear the business, man. We got a special guest on this thing, man. Highly anticipated. Bodied by Brooke, you heard me?
That's me.
That's her.
What's up?
Hey, you already know, Brooke. We appreciate you coming through. Everybody can't get this.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
this is
I know
exclusive.
what's up. You heard? Everybody can't get this. You know what I'm saying? Before we get started, though, Brooke, let the people know where to find you at on social media.
Y'all can find me at Bodied by Brooke. It's two ways. You can either do the body_by_Brooke_ or just Bodied by Brooke. I got 2 pages, so
That's what it
where
is.
you can find me at.
And I'm gonna let you know before we started the podcast, I had a call, scam likely. The bitch say scam likely. I know I don't be fucking with them scam likelies. You heard me? I answered that bitch, BG. I said, what up with you, bitch? You heard me? I said, what up with you? Bitch, take care of my woo. I said, man, get off my line. He had to put the insurance on it, you heard me? So
Right.
Shout out to him, you heard me? He put the insurance on it.
I did not have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, he put the insurance on it.
I ain't have
you know
nothing to
what
do
I'm
with
saying?
that.
So, but like I said, man, we appreciate it, man. I'm gonna let Meena gonna jump off with it, you heard?
Man, I'm going. You know, I like to go back to the beginning. I like to get into, you know. So this whole thing is, I want your story. I want to know who you are, where you come from, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? For people that may not know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I know you was Mookie.
Yeah.
Back in.
Uh-huh.
You know what
Don't
I'm
say
saying?
Mookie. Say Mookie.
That out there
Yeah.
in the parish. You know what I'm saying? So you know. I want to know, like, you're coming up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how was it in the parish, like, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into...
Because people don't know the parish in
yeah.
Milwaukee, what the parish is.
Yeah, you got-
St. Bernard Parish?
Yeah.
How was it? Country. Lame as hell. It's equivalent to New Orleans. Scrap in a bucket ass shit. Nobody got nothing going on. It's not made for you to become like the people where I'm from. They look at it like I'm lucky. Like, how the hell she did that? They hate me for it because it's not typical. Not coming from Violet, Louisiana. Like, we are born to be nobodies.
Right.
Like, nobody taught us anything. Not in the schools, not in the families. You know, as growing up, you used to get molested. You used to just going outside, jumping rope, staying with grandmother, because mom not handling her business like she's supposed to.
The real struggle.
It's like
struggle.
a real struggle, especially in a country town where just there's no opportunity, none. Like, I, as a little girl, never even seen success. I didn't even know what it was. But as I grew up and I started maneuvering on my own, because I just feel like I wasn't meant to be in that place. Like, I never fit in at all. And, like, nobody really liked me from that place. I don't be repping it like that. I don't really rep nowhere. I'm just here.
Nah, I didn't know it went down like that in Violet. I know people from, like, because I know, like, whatever on this side, the river's on the other side too, right? Like East Bank, West Bank, like Violet on the East Bank and Violet on the West Bank too, right? Like, if like when you go in Bear Chase and you go all the way to the back, is Violet on that side too?
No. St. Bernard Parish is where I'm from. But you said it's New Orleans, but you got uptown, downtown, Seven World. Violet is a city. So they got Miro, Violet, Chalmette, Poydras. So you go in, when you come through the Ninth Ward, say you take the lower Ninth Ward, you take the Ninth Ward. When you come through the Ninth Ward, you're going to enter St. Bernard Parish, but then you in the city of Araby. You pass Araby up, you're in Chalmette. You pass Chalmette up, I think you're in Miro. You pass Miro up, you're in Violet. You pass Violet up, you're in what? Poydras. But it's a straight shot.
Right,
You just
Straight
passing
shot.
through it all.
Along
Yeah,
the
you just
levee, huh?
passing through it.
Through it
But
all.
if you make a right, you can go to Plaquemine Parish.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Breakaway.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it's like a fork of the road.
'Cause
Like
that's
it's some
on both
country
sides,
shit.
huh?
Right.
Like Braidway and all that shit on
Yeah,
both.
yeah. It's some country shit. So if you
Pearl
go
Hash.
away, then you could go to the end of the world. You know where they got the where the
Venice?
storms at and
Venice, Port Sulphur,
yeah,
Booteville, all that shit down there.
yeah.
You call that the end of the
They
world?
got the end of the world. Like you,
Yeah.
because you go so far, you can't go no more. It's just
Right.
water after
Water,
that.
right.
Yeah.
Y'all
So-
ain't had no neighbors then, huh? How far the neighbors was far, huh?
No. We had a
It's-
little
it's a
hood and
neighborhood
everything in
square.
Violet.
All right.
Violet is more of the urban, like Chalmette is where the white
Right.
upper class was at when I was growing up. Violet was where the poor black people was at.
Right.
So I'm from Violet. I'm
When you
from
notice to get out this bitch, when you notice what happened, or you just moved up here?
No, see, I just was born different. You know, like I say, I did not know the difference. All of us get food stamps. All of us on Section 8. None of our hair comb. All of us got, like it ain't.
Yeah.
We ain't too different, right? So I'm thinking it's normal, because you don't look to your neighbor and be like, she got the white picket fence. I want the
Right.
white picket fence.
It
We
was
all
all
got
the
the same
same,
shit, so
yeah.
we all comfortable. We not motivating each other. Our parents is not motivating each other. We all talking down on each other, and we all ain't got shit.
Right.
So I really didn't notice. What happened was I just felt like this not me. The enemy. I was a bad little girl. Bad. When I say bad, like I did a year in jail at 13. And when I got out of jail, they put me out the school system. So I wind up going to New Orleans. I went to Lawless. I went to high school in Lawless. And I was meeting different people that I could relate to. Not really too many of them, because 91 Parish,
Right.
equivalent. So that's when I realized, like, that country, it's like the country there. Like I'm more of an urban girl. Like I'm not with that country shit, all that hating shit. I want more, right? So I ain't gonna lie, when I really, really, really discovered it is when Katrina came. And everybody got displaced.
Yeah.
And they was giving us the vouchers, the Section 8 vouchers.
Right.
I was a convicted, I wasn't a convicted felon, but like I said, I was a bad girl. So I went to jail a lot in St. Bernard Parish. So when they was giving out the vouchers, I couldn't qualify in that parish.
Right.
So I took it to New Orleans.
Got one.
So I was in the East since 2008, and I was there up until 2019. And I started hanging in different places. I've been uptown, I've been downtown, I've been in Shrewsbury. I used to just be places. I used to take my cousin's car, and I knew I just didn't want to be in a parish, so I always snuck out that parish. Always snuck out, and I just started being friends with people from different cities, different, areas
in the
and
city, yeah.
it's like, okay, this is what I like. I like it here.
Who motivated you? What happened that time? Who said, like, start a business, do a LLC, this need to be your business, these drops, like that type of
Oh,
shit.
nobody
Like,
told me.
who
God.
said that?
God.
So
And
you
I'm
just started
sticking
that?
with it.
You just
I'm
started
sticking
that?
with it. No, so cause we skipping, right? We're going fast. Cause if you go from me being a little girl to the drops, we skipped a lot of shit.
Well, let's get into it. What we
you
skip?
I know you skipped a lot, but you go ahead, because you just went
But
straight
I'm
to
gonna
the
let you
top.
have it
No,
if
go
that's
ahead,
what we
we
doing.
skip.
I want to know the transition of it, because I think that the people that's watching, they want to understand the transition. Like, what happened to get to this drop thing? You know what I'm saying? So part of that. So you was in the East. So living in the East, what you going through in that area? Like, you finding yourself at that moment, or what's going on with you at that point?
I'm still finding myself. So I would say yes. Like, I literally look for a different attribute in me every day. Like, even now, I know something in there is better than what I'm doing right now. But in the East, no, I was selling drugs. I was selling drugs, like, because I've been in jail so many times. Like, I've been in jail over 20 times. Nothing to be proud of, and I don't advise no little girl that's coming up to just want to do
At
that. Because you
13?
don't...
From
I did a year
13.
in jail at 12. I got out when I was 13.
Where
I was
you went
upstate
to?
in LTI.
Oh, yeah?
JCCY.
All right. Yeah, I was in there too. Yeah. I was 13. I used to send letters over to the chicks.
Yeah, we used to come to the front and do the concerts
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
What year that was?
99.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was 99 because I thought the war was going to end in 2000.
Yeah.
He just told me that.
I was there.
We thought this shit was gonna end. I told
Right.
him that.
Yeah, he told me a story about
Facts.
that.
I
Right.
told him it was
That's
gonna end.
crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was in there. That kind of built me to be different too, because being in there, you around so many different people.
Chicks was hard in that.
Man.
So you was meeting people then from different places.
Yeah, so I never see we not made to leave Violet. And Violet, you don't go to the clubs outside of Violet. You don't get jobs outside of St. Bernard Parish. There's nothing you do outside of. If you live there, everything you
You
do is
stuck there.
there.
It's like you stuck there.
Me, I started to branch out, and I started meeting different people. Whether if it was in jail, whether if it was me clubbing, whatever. I wasn't even messing with the men from there. Like, so I just started doing things that got me out of there. And when you meet new people, you do different things, whether it's good or bad. So, yeah, I was in a dorm with over 50 people.
Yeah,
So
thanks.
there's 50 people from different areas that I'm meeting. And then I got to act hard around some. I was a little tough because when I got molested, that's when I started being in defense mode. Like, bitch, I'm going to defend myself. Ain't nobody going to just keep playing with me like this. So that's why we're going to get to that part, but that's where my defense mechanism come from. And I kind of hate it now because I'm quick to, because that's all I knew.
Quick tempered.
Yeah, and I hate it now, but back then I needed it.
Survival.
So, yeah. So, me being incarcerated, I met a bunch of people. So, where we was at? Me being incarcerated at 12, got out when I was 13. Me moving to the east because I couldn't get my voucher in the parish. It's not meant for you to leave the parish if you're in the parish. If you're in the parish, it's like a jail. Stay there.
Right.
But I was able to move around, and I started meeting different people. Selling drugs because it's hard to get a job. Honestly, I wasn't made to work. I had probably 4 jobs out of my whole entire life, and I never lasted on none of them more than 3 months. Always got fired, just kept getting fired, and Walmart was my last front. They fired me at Walmart, and I was like, you know what? It's not meant for me to work.
Who showed you the ropes of that?
Selling drugs, my daddy.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my daddy taught me a lot of bad stuff. I'm the third girl. He wanted me to be a boy so bad, so he taught me how to change a tire. He taught me how to cut grass. All nigga shit. I used to lift weights with him. Like I was supposed to be. He wanted me to be a boy, so he was trying to teach me how to be tough. Like, and a lot of things he taught me was to not that he was saying I don't want you to need a nigga, but it was like I don't need you. I don't need no nigga. I could change my own tire.
Right.
I don't need no man. So my daddy taught me how to say
Until it's time to change one of them motherfuckers.
I mean, if I got to, I know how to survive.
You know they
I don't
gonna
want
survive.
to. I'm trying to get it. Y'all don't be hearing me say I won't get in my soft girl ever. I've been tough all
Nah,
my
I been
life.
hearing you say that shit.
I've been
Right.
tough all my life.
Yeah, I mean, hearing your story, it just seemed like I understand why, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming from, like I said, poverty. When you poverty stricken, you know what I'm saying? You find a way. You know what I'm saying? Or have to find a way.
But a lot
you know?
of people are poverty stricken and they don't find no way.
I'm saying
you gotta
I'm
want
saying,
the way.
no,
Because
when
you
you
capped out in
got
that
something in
Because
you.
that
When you got
goes back
something
to
in
me
you.
saying where I'm from. They still comfortable. They somewhere sitting on the sofa right now hating on me.
Right.
All that shit y'all see going on the internet, a lot of that come from them. They mad at me for making it. So,
You think
but
it's
they
solely
been
that?
mad with
You
me.
think it's solely that just from making it?
And I got a I don't give a fuck attitude. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care.
So talking, I mean, dealing with the people that was involved, when you say, like, almost like you always struggle with hate, where this hate was coming from at the time? Because there wasn't no money involved at this time. Where
That's
this
a
hate
good
came
question.
from?
That's easy. In Violet, there's probably more women than men, right?
Fellas, go to
And
Violet, they got more women. But go ahead.
y'all don't want them. Shout out to the ones I fuck with, but y'all don't want them. I ain't gonna- So, goes back. My mama kind of left when I was 15, right? She left, ain't kind of. She left. She left me. And it was me and my sister. It's 3 of us. But one of my sisters, she left too. My mama allowed us to do more than little girls should do. And my sister got pregnant, I think she was like 13, 14, and she moved to Dallas at a young age.
At 14?
With the
Yeah.
guy, with the guy
she
family?
followed the guy family.
Oh, all right, right.
Yeah.
I figured
And
that's
so
how that
now,
went.
yep. So now it's me and my older sister. And my older sister got kids. And I'm a little girl, but I'm watching her kids while she works so she can help us pay the bills because mama left.
Right.
So now I want a job. And now I need money. And I'm messing with older men to get the money. So this older man might got a girlfriend, but I don't give a fuck right now. I'm trying to get some money.
Right.
So that's where a lot of my hate come from. And then it was always, I never gave a fuck.
Right.
Like, if that's how you feel, good. Like, I always was quick to respond or quick to defend myself. If that's how you feel, I got to do, what's best for me. Like, you ain't my friend.
You
Like,
fought a lot.
a lot. I fought men, like boys, like getting off the school bus. We probably the same age, but he a real boy. And he beat me up, but I'm fighting, like fighting boys.
Those
Like,
coming like that in violent?
yeah,
Fighting
that's all
girls?
we do is fuck each other, men and women, fight, drink, and do nothing. There's nothing to look, there's no hope. There's no hope. If I wouldn't have been put in different situations, I wouldn't be here today.
Right. No, I get it.
So the people that's from Violet that may be watching, you think that they will probably view this as like, damn, why you just bashing?
Not all
where
of them,
they're
because
from?
I don't want to bash everybody. Not
That's why I
everybody.
wanted to clear. That's why I wanted to clear that.
No, but it's a lot of them.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, I can't.
Why would you think they don't look at you as a motivation? though?
Because they
should,
feel
though.
like this is impossible. I don't know if y'all ever heard it, right? But the saying is, the hidden vote didn't get me here. I'm scamming. I'm a scammer.
We was gonna get to that.
They don't ever.
I ain't,
Okay,
you skipping.
Well, we ain't gonna go that
You
far.
skipping.
But the only reason why they think that, because this not supposed to happen. This is impossible in that world.
Right.
The world that I come from, I just told y'all a little while ago.
Yeah, right.
Like, we don't have hope. We don't see motivation. We don't get that. The most you're gonna get is the fire truck to come to the school and show us how they skeet the holes and shit. Like, we don't get a person like me that when I did, because I felt like I am from St. Bernard Parish. No matter how much I like it, that's what made me, right? So when I came up on, my success in the beginning, I'm like, I'm gonna do what they never did. Because I remember when I used to have to go we used to go to Chalmette by the white people, to the toy drives, and they'll give us like some puzzles, like, the Christmas toy drive, and it's be shit by the time we get home we can't even use. I was like, I'm gonna change that. I'm about to give back to them, but I'm about to give some big shit.
Some nice shit.
Man,
right.
I gave nothing, no puzzles, no hoverboards, bikes. And when I say bikes, I'm talking about nice bikes. Hoverboards, bikes, I want to say computers. It was just all big shit.
All out your own pocket.
All out my own pocket.
Right. And by she saying like people think they ain't come from the hidden vote, and she like saying like this is what the hidden vote was able to make, let me do.
And
you know what I'm saying? So that's we got to talk about the hidden vote.
And not
before
only,
we get to-
the hidden vote paid for all that.
Right,
and not
right.
only did the hidden vote pay for that, I know I was considerate. I thought this shit out. I had the whole hidden vote team out there with me. I thought about they're gonna be standing in them lines, they're gonna be thirsty, they're gonna be hungry. So I paid this catering company to come out there and do fish fries and chicken fries and just everything was on me. I did scooters and like just things that I know a kid will want for Christmas. Because there was so many Christmases I didn't get. My mom, I never understood why she's like after Christmas. I ain't know income tax time was after Christmas, but me and my sisters always had to wait after Christmas. And then if we do get something, we went to the toy drive and got the little puzzles or whatever, a little cheap ass baby dolls. So I'm like, that's all I ever wanted to become successful for. But they ran on my parade and they made me, even when I ran out, I was sending cash apps until cash apps I couldn't do that no more. I'm like, take this 100, take this 200, go get the baby this, go do that. And I don't know why I did that, because I know mostly everybody in St. Bernard Parish is on drugs. They ain't gonna get them children no gifts. So I don't even know. I got ahead of myself. Yeah, I was happy, and it was genuine. I wasn't looking for clout, but that's what they turned the narrative. They spent it around. She came out here with that little bit. It was my first year in business. I spent $50,000, which is my first year. That's $50,000 of the business money going towards other people, and I got treated like shit for it. Like, she was looking for attention. I ain't have the news people out there like some people do.
No hype.
I ain't have no hype. I ain't want no credit, because I knew God, He saw what I was doing and He placed it on my heart. But and most people like, you should have never let that negative spin stop you. But
Real shit, though.
I don't want to be a part of it.
Right.
I don't want to be a part of
it.
that.
It knocked the juice out.
It knocked the juice out.
When
It
you
would, though.
genuinely trying to do something, you're like, damn, they couldn't even appreciate
And I'm
that.
like, I could have did it in New Orleans, but I know where I'm from.
Right.
So I
You
went
giving
back
back.
where I was from, and they treated me like shit.
Right.
They treated me like shit. They talked about me so bad, and I was like, I can't. And I wanted it to be annual. And I wanted it to grow. And I wanted people to, because I know people that, I'm not going to say made it to my level of success, but, you know, they have the violet area where you got the apartments, then they got the single houses. And I know some people that could have, probably not on that scale, but could have been giving back. And they started reaching out to me like, I won't be a part of it. Okay, let's do this. But the people treated me like, they treated me so bad, I think I cried. And I was like, I deprived my children Christmas that year because I was like, you know, we giving back this year.
Right.
They ain't wake up to no gifts. Well, I ain't had no gifts under the tree. I was like, the gift is given. And after that,
right.
we was going to, I was taking them to Colorado. I was taking my family to Winter Park. So we was going chill in the snow, but let me do this. And everybody was there with it. I had Santa Claus out there. It was beautiful, but I got treated like shit. And some people say I shouldn't have gave up on it, but I felt like for me, I ain't doing it no more.
I get it.
How you ran it up from the time I got the LLC to you made all that money to go give it back? Like, what happened? Like, you just made an order of the Hidden Vault and you just sold
let me tell you, I started, because it didn't just start with the Hidden Vault. I was Keep It Cute. It didn't
Keep It Cute?
even before Keep It Cute, I was just Bodied by Brooke. Even before Bodied by Brooke, I was selling drugs. Me selling drugs, I went to the feds. And normally, because I've been in jail a lot of times, and normally I just bond out. Right. No time to think. This time, God made it to where the bond was denied. So now I have to sit in this shit. But sitting in it, I was able to think. I was able to, and at this point, I wasn't a little girl going to jail. I got 3 kids.
Yeah, I'm a woman.
And the 3 kids scattered. Everybody got different daddies.
In the phase right now, at this time? Mm-hmm. That's what you're thinking that in the phase you're talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
thinking in the phase.
All right.
And I was like, at this moment, the trips was cool. The Chanel, the you know, all that shit was cool. But at this moment, I'd rather live under that bridge with my children than to be away from my children like this. And then I was getting the pictures. My middle son had graduated daycare. I ain't miss a beat in them children's lives. And I'm watching what I'm missing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I know, like, God told me, you a hustler. He told it to me. You just got to do it different. Like, that don't mean it stops here.
Right.
Just apply it in a different area, like in a legal, like just do it legally.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, thinking, I was like, but before that, because when I was selling the drugs, I went and got my body done. Like, got me a mommy makeover, I'm in jail, finding stuff. So I'm like, only thing I can think of, because it's like, I don't got no talent, I ain't got no real gift. So since you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out. And I'm going to be a vixen because I see the girls making money on these videos. I'm watching the music videos in the jail. Like, I could do that and they could pay me. I could do that. So that was my whole goal, to get out and be a video vixen, a IG model. Like, that's what I wanted to do. It wasn't even about the Hidden Vault. It wasn't about that. I ran across a guy, and I ain't going to say no name, but he in my book. Okay. You've probably, because I ain't name him in the book either, but it's close. Right. But I was working out with a guy, and I had did a promo video for him. And after he was treating us to dinner, but I was the only one showed up out of everybody who did the promo video. I found that kind of weird, but I was the only one showed up. But in the midst, I got a lot out of it. A lot of negative shit and a lot of positive shit. Because the positive spin was, Brooke, like, because once I got out, and me trying to be the video vixen, the IG model, I started posting, like, sexy pictures, like, am I drying my drawers, and me washing a car with a swimsuit on, like, creating content, but in a sexual way, shit people want to see. But mostly it attracted men. Right. And it was like, Brooke, you got all these, because I think I got to, like, 100,000 followers. It's like, Brooke, you got all these followers, what you doing with it? And I'm like, shit, I just did a promo video for you. That's what I'm doing. And he was like, it's bigger than that. Like, you got to be thinking of something else. I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I be praying. I watch Super. I ain't gonna lie, Super. That was my motivation. She was my motivation, because before I went to the feds, I used to sell lashes, and I used to always go to her house and sell her lashes. Right. And she was living in Mid-City in a shotgun, and her office was no bigger than this table. Right. And when I got out the feds, I wasn't only in there about 65 days. When I got out, she was a millionaire. Like, what happened in 2 months? And I was like, man, I just walked through that girl's shotgun. If she could do it, I know I could do it. Because I'm a hustler for real. I made like $200,000 in 2 months off of selling pills. And see, the scamming shit come from I went to the feds, but I went to the feds for selling pills. Like going to the doctor. And so I could talk about that now. You probably ain't gonna see that in my book. Yeah, I done did my time. I did everything I was supposed to do with that. That was like some you know, you get into an car accident, and you got to go to these pain management doctors. This pain management doctor always leaving his prescription right there and won't leave out the room as if he was saying, take it, bitch, take it. And then I had a friend, then I had a friend that used to go with me, and he'd be like, we talking one day, he said, you said, oh, boy, be just leaving the whole script on her. I was like, you do it every time, like they're trying to set us up. He said, man, I'm going to get that bitch one day. He got it, got away with it. I'm watching him, now we got the pharmacist, he filling them bitches. We got crackheads want $50. You can use my name and
getting 120.
Getting nothing but Roxy's, all Roxy's. And now you got people who coming by the script the first day you get it, you don't gotta go sell it. We wasn't hot at all because I don't have to go in a corner. I don't even have that many people I'm selling it to. I probably got about 2 people, but them 2 people buying the whole script. They coming every day with $3,000-$4,000. But the problem was we looked like we was winning. And in a parish, you ain't supposed to do that. So my own friend, my best friend, who used to be my best friend, she went to the police on me. It was state before it became federal. It was just like, oh, she used my name, and she put them on me.
And they picked it up.
And the feds picked it up.
And that's when you went for the pills. So you saying that's where the stigma of scamming came from, because you just started popping with that shit and they didn't know how?
I guess because I ain't got no jacket for scamming.
Right.
I guess that's considered fraud. That's fraud. That's fraud.
Oh, the pill shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't my charge. I went for a distribution.
Right.
Because they ain't
catch the script. They called the product.
That was supposed to be in my first book, but I was in pre-trial for 5 years. Like I could not talk about it the way I wanted to, because it still was open.
Open case.
Yeah. So now it's like, I went for distribution, but it really should have been
for
the fraud.
The dude who you were saying we're gonna snatch the script shit.
I'm gonna keep his name out of it.
Oh, all right. That was the same dude
who was on my.
All right.
Yeah, me and him was on the same charge in a pharmacist too. But the pharmacist ratted us out. We was good. The girls who my best friend and all that wanted to figure out what we was doing, because they was like in a huddle in that parish in Violet, like what they doing. We don't make no money like this. They taking trips. They doing this. What they doing?
Right.
They sat there and try to figure. They figured it out, but they couldn't have figured it out without the pharmacist. Went to the pharmacist, and one of my friend called me and was like, no, the pharmacist called me and was like, your friend came by earlier saying you used her name. And I was like, don't worry about her. I'd be breaking her off. Like, she good. I just don't want her in my business, but I make sure she good. Right. Whole time, he got her right there listening to everything I'm saying.
Part of the play,
she came to my house, bitch, you, blah, 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 blah. I want $5,000 right now. I'm calling the police. And I'm like, I ain't got the $5,000.
She tried to extort you.
She did. And I was like, I'm going to give it, but I gave her $500 because that's all I had on me. She counted it. She threw it on the table. I don't want that. I want $5,000 a day or I'm going to the police. And I'm cocky. Like, bitch, I'm going to call. She said, I want $5,000 today. Or I'm calling the police. I'm like, bitch, do you? I don't give a fuck.
You feel like you ain't got me. You ain't got me with it, like, right.
And they went to St. Bernard Parish Police. St. Bernard Parish Police put a warrant out for me and my co-defendant.
Right.
And we went to jail for some basic shit. It was called basically it was like picking up somebody's prescription. Like it was a felony, but it wasn't deep.
Impersonating something like that.
It was something like that. I can't even remember what the name of the charge, but it was basically you picking up somebody else's prescription.
Right.
Like, because the prescription was in their name and you picked it up without their authority, consent. And so it was something like that. And it wasn't about nothing. I'm like, we're going to beat this. They dropped it. And I was like, see, I knew it wasn't about nothing, but they dropped this thing that the feds looking at it. The feds waited 2 years before they came.
Because they had to have a right to do an investigation on it.
Yeah, feds waited 2 years before they came, and I was like, at that point, like, we got to stop now. We had to stop because the stupid-ass pharmacist, he could have told them, no, nothing was ever filled in your name. Like, he could have zipped all that, but he was trying to get himself out of trouble that he put himself in trouble. And now we all looking stupid, but that's how they went. So that stopped. I still got my little money in the safety deposit box. I got it in my mama's name. Whole time she ripping me off. Now, she done left me when I was 16. We're going to backtrack. 15. She came back. I think I'm like 20. When this shit happened, I'm like 24, 25. She back. Because her and my daddy back together. I forget my mama. We all, you know,
We're working
kumbaya.
on it. We're working on it.
Yeah, we working on it. So I'm like, when a regular police went knocking on her door looking for me, I was like, get that money, because I had the safe in our house. I had a safe with like $100,000 in our house. I said, Mom, take that money and go open up a safety deposit box. Go put the money up. So it's in her name. I ain't really need it because all the rest of the money I got. So it took a few months after I ran through that money without no money coming in. So now I need to go there.
I need that.
I call my mama like, I need to go there because I need to, you know, whatever. We get there, and my mama was just nervous the whole time, but I ain't catching it. And then when they gave us, it's a little card. I never had a safety deposit box. I never knew about the card. But when she gave it to me, my mom had to flip that bitch over to sign. I'm like, what all these signatures is?
Yeah,
like, and the lady said, every time you come, you know, you got to sign. And I'm like, I ain't never sent her that. Like, I ain't never. And me and my mama good right now. I love my mama. So this just my story.
Right.
So I'm like, I ain't never sent her to go get no money. So why is... My mama was... And when I got there, I had each thousand. It was so easy to count because each thousand, it was 100,000. It was in a rubber band. When I opened it, no rubber bands. All the money was together. And I'm like, fuck, it's going to take me forever to count this. Like, I can go into a room, and then she was like, the rubber bands must have popped. I went in the room, counted the money. I came out. My mama was gone.
It popped in the stove.
She had to get out of there.
She was gone.
Popped in the stove.
So I asked the lady, I was like, where my mama went? She was like, I don't know. She just left. She left me in that
How
bank.
short you was, but...
I was short 18,000.
Oh, so she sniped.
But she had a gambling problem, so she ain't even real. She ain't hit me hard. Yeah, she ain't hit me too hard. She hit me. She hit me because I was. She hit me.
I wanted all that. I needed all
Baby,
that.
this is the time. I need this.
Right.
But yeah, but she didn't realize she even took 18. She ain't never confessed. Honestly, she said she didn't do it. They had to do it, and it was a long time that I had to forgive my mama without her even saying sorry. I didn't get us, like, me and my mama still couldn't get close. Like, it was like every girl's dream, every prodigy dream, they want to buy their parents a house, and I couldn't do it because even though we cool, I needed that apology.
You needed closure.
I needed closure. And I think one of my sisters highlighted about it. And I know my mama, so when she came to apologize, it was, I'm sorry for whatever it is you think I did to you. I took it because I know that was hard. That was hard for her to do. So that was
prideful.
Yeah. So, but that was a lot for me because God, I've been waiting years for that. And as soon as she told it to me, I went cashed out $300,000 on her house, on my dad's house, because I felt complete now. And that's why I'm saying we good now. We good.
Right.
And I don't even hold it against her no more. It's still my story, but I kept bringing it up.
Right.
I don't bring it up to her no more.
What you had thought? You thought about it one day, like maybe that was the people in the bank. You ever thought about that?
No,
you ain't never thought it.
I told the pastor and everything on her. I sort of go. I was in church. I was waiting. You know how when it'd be like, if you come up.
Yeah,
I
that's
said,
something
I'm about
safe.
to go up. I'm gonna get that mic. I'm about to embarrass her because she be acting like she holier than thou.
Right.
But I took the pastor to the room and we was talking. Even the pastor was like, that baby not lying. Like she not lying. Like you, because I had pictures of the card and she said, I ain't do it. She was maintaining her innocence. She ain't do it. And so when she said, I'm sorry for whatever it is you think I did, it was like...
Right.
What inspired the name Bodied by Brooke? Where that come from? Because, it's just totally just something different from your name and your nickname, the whole nine. So where did Bodied by Brooke come from? What made you go that route?
One of the girls who I just spoke on, that was my best friend that is the reason why I was sent to jail. It was me, her, and a cousin of mine, and we was just like jam tight, like real tight. So we created alter egos. Like, believe it or not, we used to catch like a cab or a ride to the French Quarters and try to be a stripper at the age of 14. Like, we was trying to find money. We was broke. Like, we had nothing. So it was us three, and we even, in my book, I don't know if you got that far, like, we almost turned to trick with a pastor, but see, my mind, I knew for sure, I ain't fucking y'all, I'm about to rob y'all, like, I'm about to jack y'all, like, right. So we get to the room, and we just used to do some shit together. So we needed an alter ego, so when we go out and do these things, we got a different name.
Right.
And I was Brooke.
Okay.
I had Maud, the girl. She was her name was Vivian, and then you had Nina. So it was Nina, Vivian, and Brooke.
Why you don't say no? Why you never say nobody?
She ain't throwing them under the bus.
Something bad?
It ain't throwing them under the bus. I
just
don't, you
putting
know,
their real
people.
name out there.
If I say something about somebody, it just be. I'm a sewer. So if it's legal, I can say their name.
Right, you just.
I know when I wrote my book, I couldn't say their name in my
Right.
book, so I'm just thinking that's the
I
same way
understand.
on here. Like
Yeah.
you got to be careful. People
It
is
is. It's
people
protect your
going through
identity.
it.
Yeah, protect
Trying to come up, huh? They trying to come up, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Right.
still trying to come up. Like y'all gotta stop. Like so, it was Nina, Vivian, and I'm Brooke. And when I first started, I was calling myself King Brooke because Kylie Jenner, I used to look up to her too. She was King Kylie.
Right.
I don't know if y'all remember
Yeah,
that.
I remember
So
that.
I'm like, I like her name. I'm gonna call myself King Kylie. But when I got with this guy that was helping me build my image and build my brand, he was like, I don't like the king part. I don't like the king part. I want you to take that part off. And I was like, well, what I could say? He said, I don't know, think of something. And I'm thinking about if the fact that I'm giving body, I'm out here showing my body. I'm like, I'm a sex symbol. That's all they think about is my body. So I'm like, Body and Brooke. And I was just thinking body with Brooke, body Brooke, Brooke the body. And I was like, I don't like Brooke the body because, so Body by Brooke came up. Somebody just asked me that. They was like, could you be bodying these hoes? I said, I ain't gonna lie, that was in my thoughts then. It was more, I was a sex symbol. I was showing body. I was giving body. I was in the gym. I was working out and it's like, Body by Brooke. I was always Brooke. Nobody called me that from the parish or just, I didn't make it a name like a DBA, but now it is. Like nobody called me. If you call me Mookie or Tamika, you know me from the parish.
Right,
Because that's not my name. I don't even, sometimes I could be in a zone and you probably way back there saying Mookie, I'm not gonna hear you.
Right, because you so Brooke.
I'm Brooke. Like,
Right.
so even my sister called me Brooke and my mama and my daddy, they don't get with it.
Right.
But like, I'm Brooke. Even my children be like Brooke. If you ask them what's their mama name, Brooke.
Right.
So Body by Brooke came from me trying to start this brand.
Right.
And I had to change it from King. It was always Brooke. That's my alter ego.
Right.
But I didn't want to just put Brooke. It was taken anyway, just putting Brooke. So that's where Body by Brooke comes from.
So before you went to the phase, you already had got your body done. You saying right?
Yeah, I got the body done with the drug money.
Right. So, and what that was for? Like who? You,
That was for me. I knew I wanted change. I had the children. My breasts got saggy. My stomach had stretch marks on it. Like, I knew, like, I felt that was my only go-to. Like, because that's what I had before the children. And men used to give me money. Men used, that was my go-to. So
So you had a body before the.
yeah.
kids.
They used to be like, that little girl fine. Like, the
Okay.
older men, like, I don't like them now. I don't like them. I beg God never to give me a little girl. I want one now. But I was like, don't give me no little girl, because what I was growing up seeing, I don't never want my little girls to go through that. Like, these men, they be...
Predators.
I was like 14, 28-year-old giving me his money. Like, it was crazy.
You just made your mind up saying I'm going. You ain't talking to nobody. You ain't
I
telling
went,
nobody.
I went
nothing?
way overseas, got my passport, went over there by myself.
By yourself?
I
You
like to
wasn't
do stuff by
scared?
myself.
What age was this, Brooke?
I did that in 2015.
Oh, that's before bodies was popping then. That's before everybody was getting your body was done.
Yeah,
I know
so
2015.
It wasn't as common.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
saying.
say.
Yeah, they probably was doing it in other states.
They
It
was
wasn't
doing ad
popular.
shots at first.
I got my teeth done and my body done when I was making that drug money. It was an investment.
Right.
Yeah, because I was like, I need to get back to me so
what
I
was
can
drawing?
be this vixen. Because these girls are fine. These girls got nice, bright, white smiles. That's what I need. So I'm like, well, I got this money. I flew overseas. I went and got it done by myself. And I ain't really tell nobody because they be like, you going to die over there. They going to kill you. I ain't want nothing negative to stop me. So, because when my mind made up to do something, I'm doing it. So yeah, I got on that plane. I went and got that passport, got on that plane. I was by myself. And I still got friends from like you go to, what you call it? It's like it's a house where a bunch of girls go.
Afterwards, huh?
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
And my Jamaican friend, that's how I met her. Like, I still have friends from that recovery house. Like, because I'm a people person. If I'm somewhere, I'm going to make conversation. I'm on network. I'm going to start talking to you. I've been had that in me. So I met a lot of people. But yeah, I went out there by myself. So.
When you saying you didn't want nobody to discover you from not to go, is some of the shit that they were saying happening? Like, is
Yeah, they said
complications?
people die.
I'm saying, is it complications after you getting your body done, like they were saying?
Yeah,
like,
no,
to
it was
today?
like I was gonna get kidnapped. I was gonna die.
You know what I'm saying about? Since you got your body done, is it like complications today? Like some people be like, is this, is smell, is odor?
Oh no.
Like-
I don't know what. Listen, they say they got the veneer bread.
Yeah, all that shit.
If you get veneers are still meant
said
for you.
veneer bread.
They call it
I never
veneer.
heard that.
They
Yeah,
do.
fucking right.
They
I
call
never
it
heard
veneer
that.
bread. You
I never
smell.
heard
You
that.
smell something going on
Yeah.
over here. So they'll be like, your breath stink. And I've met a lot of people with veneers in their breath stink, but people just think that's it. You get veneers and you
Right.
ain't gotta do your oral hygiene.
Right.
You still gotta get your teeth cleaning. You still gotta floss. You still gotta gargle. You still gotta brush. You still gotta do everything you did before. That's like when I tell a lot of people, because a lot of people really don't floss. If you put food in the refrigerator and let it go bad, and you open that refrigerator, what is it gonna be?
Yeah.
So if you got food particles just sitting in between your teeth for days, what the
stink,
fuck you
right.
think? It's not veneer bread. It's poor hygiene.
Right.
People need to take care of their mouth.
Because I've been hearing a lot of people say that about the celebrities.
And
man,
then
with their body
they'll
done.
say BBL stink. No, how could a BBL stink? All you're doing is transferring fat from one place to another. If you ain't cleaning your ass, whether it's big or small, it's gonna stink.
They say
So,
they're not getting the massages and things that come in
The massages
tissues are
is-
getting rotten or
You
something.
got to get that?
No, you need it. The massage is basically to get all that fluid out you and for you to heal properly and for you to get shaped.
Right.
Because you might come out of lipo and you still
Swollen.
can't see. You swollen, so you can't see that shape. So they that
gotta mold it.
compression,
They gotta mold
they
it.
molding that body. That's all they doing. But it don't cause you to be stank. It don't cause poor hygiene. Only you could do that. If you ain't bathing, if you ain't doing what you got to do, if you having sex with multiple men and you got bacteria infections and you just not seeing a doctor, or you not doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to get that regardless if you had your body done or not. But people who, because every girl, I don't care. If you had children and your body ain't what it used to be, you want it done. But a lot of people can't afford it, so they hate on it.
Right.
That's
How much
just what's
it be?
going on. In DR, my first surgery, I paid $6,000 for.
Oh, that ain't high.
Then because I went to a whole nother country.
Oh,
Then I
right,
went
right.
back. Of course, I needed 3 rounds because they're not gonna do everything
3?
at one time. Like the first time I went, I got the tummy tuck and the BBL. Then went back and got the breasts in a lipo because they can't do it all at one time.
Right.
That's just too much.
Right.
So you got to break it up in segments. So each time you pan. Now I don't even go across seas. I just went got my breasts done. What, less than a month ago, and I paid $13,000. So
13,000 for the second time?
no, I just went got these done. Like,
Oh, this is the first time ever.
in the States, it's high.
Oh, right.
It's high. Yeah, like I started getting surgery in the States once I was on pre-trial, and they took my passport, and I had no choice but to get it done here.
So
So,
it
now
come-
that's what I do.
So it come to a point to where, like, you ain't gonna have to go no more? Like, it's just done, or you always
Yeah,
gotta
you
go?
can maintain it. You can work out and maintain your figure.
But
Like
if you,
I don't.
But if you lose it, I gotta go back.
Oh, you can lose it?
Yeah, you can.
You could have. I had another baby in
Yeah, go-
2022.
gain
So
weight, you go right back.
Yeah, you could just like when I got in a relationship, I was like comfortable. This nigga telling me I look good no matter how big I get. Like that's you don't really see it. You happy, and I gained a lot of weight. And I'm like, I'm gonna give me some lipo. Like, especially when you got money and you feel like I can go to that gym for about 3 months and lose it, or I can go on this table. And I'm used to it. That's like a tattoo. You get a tattoo, you want another one.
Right.
So I got surgery. I'm addicted to surgery. I could say that. It's an addiction.
You done now?
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong right now.
Right,
But if
If it pop out,
I'm going again.
You stupid.
And that's just what I'm doing. That's me. And I got the money, I'm going again.
You know what I like? I love your transparency. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, you can hear people talk or say whatever, but to sit here and talk to you and just for you to be so transparent with your own life, being like, that's what it was and this
That's
what
what
it
it
is,
is.
and this is where I'm going. I totally tilt my hat to you and respect you because I've seen you places, but I never had a interaction with you or conversation with you to know, you know, and you can get prejudged, you know, by just being a person that look high maintenance or whatever. You're like, oh, she thinks she too much.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get that
she-
a lot.
You know, and that's just, and you got the, you know, sometimes you got this restless bitch face. That's what they call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's looking like, you know, you're not bothered by nothing or whatever may be the case. So people could take you wrong when they don't personally know you. So that's why I think the way you're being transparent right now, I mean, I know you do it on live, but sitting there talking to you, getting your questions and you answering them and giving us your whole story, I just see it different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I was just looking at her like, she thinks she too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When some people see me, they be scared. Like, I wanted to get a hug. I wanted to get a picture. And I'm like, why didn't you?
Right.
Like, you could have just, it was like I was scared. And then when they do get to know me, because Sierra, we wasn't always friends. When she got to know me, she like, damn, I thought totally different. Like, I thought you was just stuck up. You was just what they were saying. And I was like, you know what's crazy? I'm not from New Orleans. These girls don't know Mookie. They don't know Tamika. They know Brooke. But they don't like Brooke. You know why? Because it's an adjective. Like, a lot of shit they see with me is adjective. The watch, the house, the car. That's just adjectives. That's just something that material shit they don't like me for. Because if they really knew me, they'd be like, that girl, I ain't gonna lie, she cool. And then really and truly, I don't give people a chance to tell my story. They might tell it again, and they might twist it up a little bit. But basically what you saying with your hand is either in my book or I said it already. How you think you get these pictures? How you think you get... I put it out there.
Because you could hide that. You could get rid of that.
That's why I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm not that now. And even then, like, that's just what it is. Like...
But I know you're human, right?
I am.
So I know when you know, people be like, I don't give a fuck, I don't worry about it. But just being human, nobody like to be talked about. Nobody like to be.
I don't give a fuck.
You strong on
Sierra, I know you're off camera, but do I give a fuck? What's the one thing that I got one thing I give a fuck about?
You can't mention kids.
That's it.
Kids is
It's the kid.
But talking about you or the things that they say about you.
I said it
just
already.
don't bother you, right?
I said I don't got secrets. I don't
see
have
that.
secrets.
I see
So
that.
that's what make it so easy because it's like I laugh like I said that already.
Right.
I said that already.
You can't hurt me with my own truths that I already put out there.
Nah. And people be like, you need to be more secretive. You need to move in silence. You need to. I'm a public figure. That's how I even became who I became from telling my story. And if I go ghost now, then what? I mean, I made it far enough to where I could change the narrative and spin it. And I think it's my time. I ain't gonna lie, I do. Because people don't appreciate what they could learn from.
Being public about your struggle and things you went through, but being public with relationships, could that become a strain? Fuck that with it.
No, this is me.
Because no, listen what I'm trying to say when I say about relationships, meaning like you got tough skin. But the person that you're in a relationship with might not like that ridicule or whatever comes with that.
So listen, I'm gonna just be all the way 100.
Keep it 1,000.
I'm gonna keep it 100. 1,000?
Keep it 1,000.
1,000. And I'm not speaking on my current baby. Because, we all know I finally, whatever. But these niggas be wanting me to post them. I ain't gonna lie. These niggas want the clout. Like,
What's
they,
the like?
You
just-
hear me?
You ain't gotta say no nigga. But just give us a line.
I'm
A-
bodied by
a line.
Brooke,
No, I'm
right?
saying give us a line that a nigga said to you, like to post them. Like don't say no name, but just give me the line. As
they
about
don't give
the
me no
nigga.
line. That's my work. I'm a content creator.
No, I'm talking about the line like you be saying. Niggas be want me to post them.
them.
Like what somebody ever said to Brooke?
make you feel that
yeah,
way.
Yeah. Give me that line, but don't say the name.
Babe, you say how they hating on us? Boy, that picture doing this. That picture's doing numbers. Oh, I'm about to post you. I ain't never post no female before. Most of them never posted. They'll be hyped up. Most of them never posted a female. Like, I'm literally the first female they posted. And but when you post me, it's not a bad thing. It's not. The next nigga want to get posted too. Like, it's not a bad thing. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but you got the beep beep thing on there.
The cat.
You posting a female that really got her shit together. You posting a female that ain't no bad looking female. You posting a female that could teach you something. You posting a female that you could brag on. You ain't posting no basic ass female. Like, you posting a nigga these other niggas won't. Like,
Regardless of what they may say.
they don't care.
Hey, no.
They
but-
promoting the fuck out of me right now. I ain't
But
gonna
it's
lie.
good to have these type of conversations because, like you said, could you be like sometimes you be like, yeah, I tell my story, but you only could tell your story so much when you're the only one just talking. You know what I'm
You're not
saying?
getting asked.
I tell it as I go though.
I know, but I'm saying by us interacting and we finding out about violence and about this and that.
Oh yeah.
I think this
yeah.
good to have.
I actually like this interview because most people wouldn't even ask me the shit y'all asking me.
Right.
So
appreciate
this
that.
dope,
Yeah.
honestly.
So I'm saying that because people, when we get into depth like this and we asking questions, people could have another look like, damn. Now instead of hating, they can be motivated from in depth of this conversation. Like,
Right.
damn, man, I didn't know she was into all that, man. 13, jail, molested, how it is, and violent. My mama left, took my money. Like, damn, there's been a lot of struggle.
Man.
Saint Bernard parent keep going to jail.
Catch the bus to Bourbon Street
You know what I'm saying?
in the back with this white old man saying, well, let me see if you could be a dancer. Show your titties. And we, at 13, like, come on, give us the job. Like, me, Nina, and Vivian. Like, we trying to make it. Like, we ain't had shit. Like, I used to, my sister be at work. I got the kids. I go to Bromart, a grocery store in Valley, with my big purse. I gotta feed these churns. I gotta feed, cause my sister money gotta go on the bills. My mama left us, so I gotta feed these churn, man. That's my sister children was my children still to this day. I make sure they're good. They independent. I ain't gonna lie. My nieces and my nephews, they doing their thing. But I always looked at them as my child. Like I bought 2 of them a car. I make sure, like they mine. They mine.
Did Nina and Vivian come up? Who is like?
No, they hating on me still to this. Not Nina. Me and Nina is blood cousins. We ain't as close as we should be, but we blood cousins. Vivian is the one who put me in jail.
So we know Nina and Vivian?
No, there ain't nobody. Well, not Nina. Vivian ain't nobody.
Oh, we don't know them. All right.
Vivian ain't nobody. Nina, you would have seen her around with me a few times. They still invalid.
You think that?
I don't got nothing negative to say about Nina. Vivian, fuck her.
You think the differences that these people may have is because you didn't show them a way? Because, it's about us coming up together. We started out doing this. Damn, Book, you just kind of took off.
You can't come up with people invalid. I just told you.
I'm just saying.
They put me in jail.
I'm saying,
You can't.
I understand
You
that. But I'm
can't.
talking about even the one you're still all right with. Like, that person don't feel like, man, put me
Me and
on.
I have fallouts. I try to, put it on. Listen, it's not for everybody.
You're
It's
right.
so
Everybody
many
can't
people.
go.
So many people. It's not that I would ever refuse to do it. So many people I get a blueprint to. Probably even gave you the money to do it after I gave you the blueprint.
You just didn't do nothing with it.
No. Nina, I that's my cousin. I love her to death. Shout out to you, Nina. I never say nothing negative. Nina, we work on visions together. She actually is a part of this.
Right, I got you.
She actually is a part of Voltage. Like,
right.
Nina is a bright, smart, intelligent girl. She came up with a business plan. I help her do it. I help her fund it. It went nowhere. It's not meant for everybody. It's not that she didn't have the drive. It's not
Right.
that she didn't. It's not meant for everybody. If everybody was meant to be at the top, Burger King wouldn't be operating. You wouldn't be able to go to your favorite gas station because they ain't gonna have no employees there.
Right.
Your children
Right.
wouldn't have no teachers to teach them. Like, it's not meant for everybody
you
to be
meant
at
to be
the
in
top.
the bleachers. You
And-
meant to watch me. You meant
Nah,
to be
I
in the
ain't that
bleachers.
cocky,
I'm
nah.
saying a lot of
You
I ain't that cocky.
You said you meant to be in the bleachers.
You meant to watch me. I ain't say that.
You meant to watch me. I'm saying that.
Say it.
It's people that's meant to watch me.
Yeah, that's
you
how
know
you
what I mean?
feel,
You're
huh?
supposed to be in the bleachers. You're not supposed to be here with me. I'm inclining. You're not. No, you're gonna buy a ticket. You meant to buy a ticket to come
Right.
see me.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
I might, I'm a little soft. I might give them a ticket.
So we going into the
Hey,
vault.
but look, we never got to the. We talked about all that stuff, but we curved from like the hidden vaults.
That's where I was going.
We
at
ain't
the
get
vote.
to that yet. That's the noun. That's not the what made how I got to the hidden vault. Because I started after. That's how I got cut off. I was talking about the guy when I did the training.
Yeah, that's what I was-
and he was like, Brooke, like sell what you represent. I'm like, what the fuck I represent? He was like, sex. You're a
fiction
sex
shit,
symbol.
yeah.
And I was like, I'm not doing OnlyFans. I got children. I'm not doing that. Like, that was out for me. I could have made a killing. But I couldn't do it because of my little boys. Like, I'm like, nah, I got boys. I love them boys so much. I'm not going to lie. I don't care what y'all see me do, how y'all... When it comes to them little boys, that's my heart. That's my world. I don't give a fuck. I give it all up for my boys. So... You could, like just say me and somebody had a conversation, like, what if they offered us $100 million right now for a sex tape? I wouldn't do it. I swear to God, I wouldn't do it. Because of my boys.
Right.
I swear to God, I wouldn't do it. Because of my boys.
Right.
You know how they're gonna make them, they're gonna humiliate the man, their future ain't gonna be bright. But nah, I wouldn't do that to them. I'm never gonna do that to them. So my oldest son used to get bullied in school, like, your mama's showing her body. That was enough. And I was like, just give me a little bit. I'm gonna be done with this. I'm gonna just give me, like. But he used to get suspended, expelled, fights. I even have my 12-year-old just got suspended this school year, because one of the students said, your mama fine as a motherfucker. And he hit him. Like, so it still affect them just because of that. So you think I'm really about to be
anything worse? Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Nah. So I was like, yeah, I can't do sex. I can't do that. He was like, nah, you a sex symbol. Sell sex. People masturbate all the time. Sell sex toys. And I was like, I think you on to something. How I'm gonna do that though? So he gave me the rundown. He gave me the play. He showed me how to do it. He, and I started selling sex. He funded it. I started selling the sex toys, and it was like,
He funded it?
I told you, man, used to give me money. They did. They liked me.
It was
so he's still in the war. So he started. Oh, so
Yeah, he's still in the what?
the business. You say he funded it, right? The business. You say.
Meaning he just gave her the money.
I'm messing with this man. Well, not at the moment. He ain't give me the money. But after that night, I think this.
Oh, I'm thinking you said somebody you started a business with. All right.
No.
Just gave you the money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that night though. I don't think I want to talk about that.
We ain't gonna
Shit.
talk about nothing you don't want to talk about.
It's in my book though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we
my
can
book.
talk about it. It was in the book.
in the book.
It's in my book. I think I got drugged that night because I did some shit that night that I don't think I would have ever did. But that night changed my life.
Hold on. What you going? What night? What night?
The night that I met up with this man for dinner.
For the funding?
For the funding?
Not for the funding.
It came
For
afterwards.
dinner. Because I did a promo video for him, and
Yeah, yeah. That's why we
the
left off
dinner
at.
was basically his gratitude, his appreciation.
Right.
But I was the only one showed up.
Right.
Y'all ain't
He
catch
didn't
that,
invite
huh?
everybody
He
else.
ain't-
Yeah,
and
But
then
everybody else was supposed to be invited.
Right.
I was the only one that showed
I
up.
need some one-on-one
and I'm
time.
like, where everybody else at? He was like, I don't know. We waiting on them. I'm like, where they at? They ain't show up. So we just started. It was at protocol.
Drinking. Started eating and drinking.
Started eating and drinking. And the next day, my memory was just foggy. Like, how did I get fucked? I got fucked. And I'm not even attracted to this man. What happened? I know me. I'm a strokey ego, but I ain't fucking
Yeah,
you.
right.
I got fucked.
I played a game.
I play the game, but I don't get fucked.
If you ain't remember how you knew you got fucked.
You know what
It
your
was
body felt.
it was so foggy. It was foggy. And I was remember bits and pieces, and I remember me being, and as a matter of fact, I had a dude, and I was in his car. We fucked in the back of this dude's car. I wouldn't even play like that. I'm very loyal, and I didn't go there with them intentions. I was going there for a free dinner.
Word. thinking it's gonna be a group of people.
I was in a nigga I fuck with car because I ain't had a car at the time. That was my pre-trial days.
Right.
This is my pre-trial broke days. I ain't got no money. I ain't got shit. And so I'm in this dude car. And I remember me fucking you in the back of this dude car. And the next day I'm like, oh my God. Like, it was just like a oh my God moment. And I'm like, how the fuck that happened? And then you mess with my partner. Like, I know y'all ain't serious. Y'all like a little fling.
little fuck
but
around thing, right.
I know you fucking my girl. That wasn't supposed to. That would have never happened if I was in. And just a few Mai Tais, nah.
Oh my God.
No. No. Still to this day, no. And it got confirmed at the end of the relationship. But in the beginning, the next day when I was like, this can't happen. That wasn't supposed to happen. Like, that was some fucked up shit. He came with a Louis Vuitton purse. Like, he apologized. And but he blamed it on me. But I know me. I don't give a fuck if I'm drunk or not. I know
You wanted
me.
me, Brooke. You wanted me.
He said I was saying, because I could do you better than you. I don't even talk like that.
Right.
Like, I don't talk like that. That's lame. I could do you better than your wife. Let me show you. I don't talk like that. I don't. So I'm like, I ain't buying that because I know my personality. That wasn't me. So, anywho, when I'm trying to cut it off, I'm going through pre-trial. I'm broke. This man coming with purses and money, and I'm like, hold up, I might could do it. And it continued. And I got a car after that. Well, I was on Section 8, but I was lying saying, that The rent was $1,200, so the $1,200 he was giving me every month for the rent was covering everything else I was trying to cover. So that went on for a few months. Then it was time for him to, to move on and get married. And I'm like, I ain't gonna now. What I ain't gonna do is I'm not gonna mess with a married man because I did that before, and my luck was horrible. And I promised God, once I make that promise to God, I ain't doing it no more.
Right.
I grew up next to a church. My grandma she had the key to the church, so I am a firm believer in God. And I ain't perfect, and I do some shit, but I made a promise to God that I ain't never messing with a married man before. So the last time I seen that man was at his bachelor party, and some shit went down around that time. And that's when I found out what happened at the bachelor party. I found out that's when I knew I was drugged.
Yeah, what happened to you then? Right.
Cause he tried to, cause I'm a freaky girl, and and that's just me. And like he sent me like, go hook that threesome up. I'm on it. I got it. This your last time before you able to, you about to be a married man. Let me go handle this. And you took good care of me for the last, let me handle it. The guy was like, no. She was like, ugh. Like that's how I was the first night. But she was like, ugh. And I was like, shit, he sent me on that mission like he knew she was gonna say yeah.
Right.
Fuck. So I go back and I'm like, she ain't fucking with it. She like, no. And we all grouped up before the club to do a toast. And all of us together. And he giving everybody their drinks. And I never noticed none of that. Nothing. I ain't noticed nothing. The next day, that night, I ain't coming out with y'all. I'm about to go back to the room. I don't know why. But the next day she explained, she said, I told you no. And when he was trying to give us our drinks last night, he gave me my drink and something was sparkling in it. She said he was trying to drug me. And that's when I knew.
Yeah, right. Damn, they got creeps out here.
This man been drugging me all along because I don't understand how I fell for the okie doke. And it was so easy for me to turn it off. Like, say, this your bachelorette party, it wasn't I still want him, or I turned that shit off like the switch.
And then he admitted?
No.
Well, he never admitted. She just
It's in my book. It's in my book. But he still didn't admit it. Like, I don't think we don't really. He even tried to take credit for my success, which I'm telling you right now. He sat down.
He gave you some of the juice.
Yeah, he did. But the sex toy just wasn't moving. It's like you buy a sex toy, that bitch, the new sex toys, it got the wire. You don't need batteries or none of that. You go dead, you plug it back up like a cell phone. They waterproof. They last long. You buy one, you don't really need another one. It's not too many different things. You probably need, but I got about 5 good toys, and all of them do different things. But after that, I'm selling 3 toys. It's like you could buy all 3 of them. You're not coming back. And it was one time I was sitting on the toilet, shitting. And I had no toilet paper, and I'm like, fuck. And I thought, I need something like toilet paper. I need something you going to constantly need.
Right.
These toilet papers, these sex toys, that's not it. Because you can support me all you want. You're not going to buy all 3 of them toys over and over and over again.
Right.
So I'm like, I need something like this toilet paper.
Keep coming.
And me and him was still cool. This was before the marriage, all that, going through it. Like, because he expected, because I was branded, that I was going to knock that shit out the park. But it wasn't for me.
Like that.
He funded it. He gave me it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me to do. So when I kept praying, like, God, send me something like toilet paper. And one night, God sent it to me. It was like September, October. And I ran to him with it. I know what I want to do. Just give me the money. And he like, I ain't got it. He ain't believe in me no more. Because I ain't do shit with
the toys.
Yeah. But the toys was enough. God got a funny way of doing things. The toys was enough for me to pay them bills. The toys was enough for me to pay that light bill. He sent enough orders a month for that light and that water to get paid. I'm on Section 8, so. But he sent enough for me to do that. And the dude was like, nah, I ain't got it. So I had to wait. I had to sit on that idea from October to February, income tax time, when I got my little income tax. And I was like, boom, I'm about to do it. February, I started investing in it because I had the money. May, I opened it. And I had the practice already. Like, I've been practicing this shit.
What was the shit like toilet paper? What it was?
The product?
The drops. That was my first. That was my first product. The drops. The idea, God sent me the drops. He sent me the drops. It was the whole idea of the drops. It's these plants that you put together. It was an idea that came from my grandfather. My grandfather was a farmer. So You know them old people.
So that shit ain't really 2 cents.
No, no. And that person that said that, love them. Stroke that shit all day. Stroke that shit all day. Now mind you, you could mix some shit up in your kitchen. When you need that mass production, because I only had 100 when I started.
Yeah.
When you need that mass production, you got to find a manufacturer that's going to manufacture that shit for a little nothing, but not 2 cents. Not 2 cents. So now that I need mass production, I need thousands, and I'm at the point. It got to the point where I need 20,000 at a time. Like, I can't do that in the kitchen, so it became above me.
Boosie was using them bitches, huh?
In real life. In real life. And I'm not gonna lie, because Boosie will tell you, off the record, off promoting, he used that shit.
Thanks.
He used that shit. Real life. On my kids, and you know I don't play about them, right? He used that shit. So you will see the very first promotion that was paid promo. When he came in that store and he said, I'm a loyal customer, he meant that shit.
Right.
He meant that shit.
He was locked in.
He meant that shit. And the person who said that 2 cents, love that shit. Probably a sneak and buy that shit. Probably buy that shit anonymously online.
It's crucial. Now I'm going to use them because I have them.
You do?
Yeah, but I never use them. I came to the grand opening, but you went to jail that day. I came there. I got my hoodie in the truck. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you when we finished. I was gonna wear it, but I just ain't changed.
God be testing me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use it now.
Them.
I was like, I wasn't gonna use them.
Nah, massage that thing on. You gonna feel a little tingling sensation, but don't be alarmed.
I got the hoodie and everything that came with it. Yeah, I got it.
But let's come on, y'all got to be about facts and numbers, right? 6 years. Millions of dollars. Now, people might think I got millions of dollars just sitting somewhere, but this is a business. You got to pour that. You got to keep this business going. So when you say multi-million, the business, within 6 years, did make 14 million. It did. That don't mean I got 14 million in my account. But do the math. 6 years, 14 million. It don't work?
Shit. Right.
You mean to tell me no returning customers?
They're not gonna keep coming back like that.
Yeah, you gotta understand how this shit really works to believe. You can't believe some shit. Like, you gotta be smart enough to know, like, man, that business would have been went down.
Right. How long? So you 6 years?
My store got burned down. My 6 year was May 10th.
Right.
My store got burned down. You think I would have opened another one if that one wasn't making no money? For what? For the show my house enough. And I'm ready to move. I'm ready to just move. I'm getting too big for this.
Nah, people should be motivated. People should be motivated by your shit. It don't even matter, man, like how a nigga got it, if it got it the right way or the wrong way. I'm just saying that just knowing the person, when you put them pictures on side each other, because I seen it when you was like, y'all pay $1 for this. I already showed you this. Like, you put your glow up pictures on side the pictures from a long time ago. Like, if a person see that, like,
I even put my Section 8 house next to the house I got now. I always do before and afters because it's not me bragging. It's me trying to motivate you because if I could do it, you could. Who am I?
Right.
I'm just a girl from the parish that ain't have no motivation. Right. Now y'all got motivation. Y'all got me. Y'all got Super. Y'all got Judy. Y'all got y'all. Y'all got people to motivate y'all. I ain't have that. So if I could do it, why not you?
Right.
That's all. It don't be me flexing because the shit I got enough is a flex. I don't even got to say shit. I could just post a picture. I'm really trying to encourage you because I ain't have that. I'm trying to motivate you because I ain't have that. And when you look at it, you'll be like, damn, Brooke get a lot of hate. I ain't gonna lie, I get a lot of love worldwide. A lot of people
because I
love
think
me.
some people think that you know a lot of your business just is local, but it's really around the world. Like,
okay, let me clear. That's probably why they think I'm scamming because they think it's just local.
Because people have a local mind. They think local.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Ain't that many people going in that store? You know?
Yeah, no, not that many people ain't going in there.
Right, but
I only make $100,000 a year off that store. No, they're not. They're not.
So they don't see it.
But you know, sometimes, one time I had posted my graph. And I had a girl that was working for me. She was so excited. She was like, "Bitch, you done reached every state. Now you in different countries, and they got people from Africa, man. Somebody from Dubai. Like, I've been getting blown away. Like, I got an order from Dubai. I cried. Like, I went to the Bahamas. I was on a cruise. Got off that ship. I swear to God on my children. got off that shit. And if I say on my children, because sometimes I hate to put stuff on my children, but that's when, because sometimes I don't got no reason to lie, but if I say it on them, it's law. Got off that boat, Bodied by Brooke, the hidden vote. I was like, okay. I was like,
Right, they know me.
like, no.
They know me.
Yes.
Right. I know.
These
I can
people,
imagine.
like I would say, if I had to depend on New Orleans and the surrounding areas to go in my store,
It wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't.
I'd probably still be on Section 8.
I think
I do it because I have loyal customers that don't want to wait on the mail. They want to come in and get that experience. And Graham be doing this thing in that store. So
Right, shout out to
I
Graham
do it
also.
because it's not hurting me. I am making a little extra money, but it's not enough to deal with all that.
Right, right. And I get it sometimes, like when you being popular, you just easily adopt a mindset that mean to be saying like the area shit. Like that shit ain't just doing this much. But I just think as you stay in business and people start doing business themselves, as they mature, then they'll understand how hard this shit
They
really
got
is.
a lot of people
and
understand.
then they'll be on the bandwagon like, damn, I see what she going through to even,
Nah, they're going.
you know what I'm saying?
The haters is going to continue to watch from the couch. I don't think they'll ever get into business. And I always tell people with the battery, they got a negative side and a positive side, and that battery cannot operate without that negative side.
They need it.
I go harder when they be negative. Like people think I'm home crying, like, I hope they stop talking about me. I post most shit. I just posted my anniversary because I want you to talk some more. I want you to talk about Brooke.
So I saw you.
It's
post
free
that-
business
promo.
anniversary?
Yeah.
No, me and my man.
I ain't understand that.
A year?
I didn't understand
Oh, a
that. I didn't understand that.
A month anniversary?
Yeah, I was
It's
like,
in
It was a
1 month.
month.
I said, what's the anniversary?
But I ain't even had to post that. I posted that because I gave y'all something to talk about.
And that's why you put the hype with the anniversary on
No, it really was. We started dating Mother's Day. May 11th?
I ain't never heard nobody say the month anniversary.
Yeah.
The
But
first.
I'm a content
Bodied
creator.
by BG.
Body by beach. I'm a content creator. I mean, you know, I give people something to talk about. And it's like you over there talking about me in a negative light. Like, I know one thing. I could have put happy 1 month. I ain't do that. You know why? Because I want you to figure out what I'm talking about.
I was wondering. I was like, what's the, what,
that was, yeah.
What the
I think
anniversary
far.
is?
I think deep. Like, I could say happy 1 month, baby. I don't have to post it at all.
Right.
But I know one thing. Anniversary. How long they been together?
Right.
Right.
Let me fly this out. Let me send this to
send
her.
it
Let me
out.
send. And eventually, if you send it to 1,000 people, probably just 1 or 2, probably 10 new customers I'm gonna have.
What's different? What's
Right,
different?
right.
What's different with BG? Like, you know, what's different? What's
It's
special?
only been a month.
They
I
say
know,
y'all
but
skipping,
still.
bro. Y'all skipping everything else, bro. You
I
can't skip.
just don't. She brought BG
Got a
up.
BG
She
skipping.
brought BG up.
BG brought himself up because you know they think I'm dating myself. Cause you
said-
think I'm dating
who- who
myself?
said you dating
They-
yourself?
you think I'm dating
Who said
myself?
you
Nah,
dating yourself?
I see.
They think I'm just delusional.
I see bubbly in his eye, like, you know.
In who eyes?
In BG eye, I do see
What
that.
bubbly is? Gotta
Like it's
expound.
like a smile and you know, I see happy in his eye. I just see that. Like I understand that. I've been there. I understand that, and I see it. So I'm just wondering, like, from
What's
your
different?
perspective, yeah, what's so different?
Let me tell you what's different. And I mean, it like I say, it's just been a month. But I'm grabbing my lip gloss. It's just been a month, but
Shit, I know my girl.
For
was
the
I know
last-
my girl was it day one. So I'm
yeah,
just
I mean,
trying to
I heard of
understand
love
that.
at first sight. This might be it. But really and truly, for the last 6 years, you know, I've been in business 6 years. I only been with my past relationship 5 years. I don't want to give it too much light because they clout chasing, so I don't really want to talk about names and all that.
No, we ain't into that.
Because I ain't giving nobody free promo. But that last relationship drained me. I took care of a man for 5 years. Now, I went from telling y'all how men took care of me to the roles reversed. And for 5 years, I paid all the bills. Financially, I did everything. Not only did I do everything far as the bills, I invested big money into you, putting it in your hands so you could be trying to pull you to the top. And with the relationship, with the family, you hear me saying I bought my mom a house. You hear me saying what everything I did for somebody. Nobody was doing nothing for me.
What?
And
Oh, go ahead.
and I was okay with it because I'm naturally a people pleaser. I'm in therapy now. I learned I was a people pleaser. And I was okay with it because making other people happy made me happy. At least I thought. But I didn't realize I had a huge void I had a huge void. Like, you know how you could get people to do anything for you, but it come with a price? I want somebody to do anything for me and it comes with nothing, right? And this last month with Chris, it's like he add value to me. I ain't never had nobody that I probably needed.
That's
like,
when you know it, right? I never heard a nigga say Chris. Hey, Chris. The fuck is Chris? It's BG. Christopher. Fuck is Chris? Who the fuck is Chris?
Yeah. he add value. He have his own like
Thing going on.
yeah, like my last relationship told me that I would never, and it was implanted in my head that any man after him, I have to question. Any man after him will be after whatever I have. It's the body by Brooke. It's the hit and vote. That's what they want. They're not going to want you and them badass kids, and that's not what they're going to want. But when you have a person that has equal or more, and they don't need to pull from you, they can add to you, it's like, I feel safe. I feel like I'm not being used. I was used for 5 years. Used. When I say used, y'all see what's going on the internet. You could never take care of a person, buy them cars, buy them jewelry, buy them everything, pay all the bills, and just love on them, fuck them like crazy, bring other women to the bed, give them a baby, and they treat you the way they treat you right now. They're talking about you the way they're talking to you right now. Like you have their son, and they just drag you through the mud. Like a real man don't do that. So I know I was being used. I didn't think I was being used at the time. I used to hear it, but I'm like, no way. This man came around before the hidden vote. But the hidden vote was May 10th. I met him July 4th. The hidden vote literally took off the moment. I sold out the first 100 same day. Like, because I built my brand and I tried different products and different things to sell, people was looking to buy something from me.
Right,
and now
just
I'm
give me
telling,
something.
now I got something for men, ain't for women, because every business you seen online was for women.
Right.
I changed the game because I'm like, I got something for men. Like, they ain't really have no male product. Still to this day, I ain't gonna lie, when you see people like with a skincare line or hair care line and they just like putting men on there now, I did that. You looking for a male products because you like, because ain't nobody just, I'm going to sell this shampoo just for men. I'm going to sell this skincare line just for men. I'm going to sell this just, nah. Brooke came out with something for men, and and I'm happy that I was able to do it. But when people say men don't spend, the difference with my type of male product is it gives y'all what y'all want. You know, like it gives you that extra boost.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
It give you people y'all going to gas station for, but what changed the narrative with me is it's plant-based. Everything, all natural, no side effects. Like, it work. And then you got a young girl that you attracted to that's selling this to you. So I think that's what, God first, but that's where the narrative changed. And that's how, I came out with it. But I say that to say, like, it took off from the jump. The first month I made $10,000. That was big for me.
Yeah.
A girl that seen that on that income tax sign, I didn't even see that for income tax sign. The next month it was 20. Then it's like, babe, look, I made $40,000. And it was like, it was just some hype shit. Like, every month it was getting better and better and better. But because I took so many losses and with the drugs, and I learned, like, I've been through so much before this happened, I was putting it all back. All back. If it wasn't into promo, it was into more product. Promo, more product. Finding a manufacturer. All that, it was just going back. So I still was broke. Right. But I was putting it all. So I'm like, he still was here for that. That nigga seen that come up. He seen it. He seen what was going on. And I still was Bodied by Brooke. I still had my brand. So I was being used for the last 5 years. And I ain't really dealing with it because I still don't give a fuck.
It never...
God keep blessing me. Look at the man I got now.
Bro...
Thing now.
Look at that.
Shots fired.
Look at that.
Nah, we can't do that. Hey.
I ain't say we can't do that.
Nah, we can't do that all the way. But it never came to a point to where, like you said, we ain't got to say no name to talk about, but the last relationship, like you said, I give him money to do this and do that. It never came to the point where we had the conversation like the person who's doing the best at this time, why we both just don't get with this and stop whatever you trying to give a nigga money to do.
I ain't never trusted because you came in it with a business. And you claim you've been in business 18 years, and if you couldn't handle that, you can't handle this. This guy sent this to me. God made me wait till I got my income tax. Nobody, I ain't owe nobody nothing.
Oh, so you ain't want...
Nah, this for my children.
You didn't want that to come.
This for my children. No. I didn't even when I got proposed to engage. I only said yes because everybody was around and I didn't want to embarrass the person. But I knew right now ain't it. And that's why I put out so much money so you could reach your potential, because then maybe we could.
It could be what you wanted to be.
Yeah, but it wasn't meant.
Right.
It wasn't meant.
What before we get to BG, what be your biggest attraction to them type of people?
I
that
was
you
on
dealt
Section
with?
8 when I met that person. And when I met that person, it was based off lies. Everything I knew was a lie. What I did was I ain't gonna say, I was attracted to him physically, right? When I met him in a club. It was crazy because I was in a club with Darren and I was pitching my drinks. I was in Caesars. Not my drinks. I be pitching the drinks so much now. But it was the drops. And any nigga, everywhere I go, they won't holler. So as they trying to talk to me, and then I'm broke. Right. Even because I still have my brand. So now you got men that won't take a picture with me or whatever they do, however I get their attention.
These drops,
These drops. Let me tell you about these drops. So he came along because he knew Darren. Speaking of Darren, I was like, look, I got this product. It does you know it. Matter of fact, now woo. Let me tell you what the product do. I got these drops. It's for men. That enhances your sex life. You massage it onto your penis until it's fully absorbed, and you're going to see extra girth during penetration. And you're going to last longer in bed. And he gave me that look, nice look with them bubbly eyes, and I don't need it, but I'm going to support you just because, but I don't really need that. But after the club, I'm going to support you. And after that, every man trying to holler at me, and this man vanished. I love rejection. I'm used to rejection. I ain't gonna say I love it. I found out through therapy that I'm so used of it, I expect it, and I'm drawn to it. Right. I'm drawn to it. So out of every man that was trying to holler at me in this club that night, this man don't need the drops. So you telling me something. You still want bomb, but then you vanished. Where is this man? It was like, where you been? So I'm like looking for him now because I'm just not used to a man just curving me like that. So I seen him again like 2 weeks later, and he had on some lime green pants. That's in my book. And I was just like, there you go. And at this point, I'm flirting with him. Because, you ain't getting away this time. I want to see what's up. And we chilling. We go. Everybody's a whole group of us going from club to club. Then I hear somebody say how big his dick is. And I'm like, oh, why you have to tell me? That's why that man said he didn't need them drops. And he, just buying me drinks, we laughing, we joking, and I'm like, at that moment, because you know when you want to fuck a person, at least, even if it's just that, you know it. And at this moment, I know I won't fuck him. That's if that's all I want, if that's all gonna come out this, I'm gonna be fine. Right. So we chilling all night, and then it's like 3 a.m, we just sitting in the car, we vibing, we talking, and his phone rang, he had a girlfriend. And I was attracted to the fact, it might sound, y'all might not like me for that, but I was attracted to the fact that he had a girlfriend. He didn't have a wife, but he had a girlfriend. Because I knew with that, you can't get in the way with what I'm doing right now. You can't give me your all. You can't be clingy. You can't stalk me. You got a girlfriend, so you got to go home. Right. I'm really fucking with this. 4 months later, the man said, he came to my house, I ain't never going back. I'm like, what? Because we never, out of our relationship, we never discussed him leaving. That's not, it don't even matter. I don't want you to leave. And he just left her on his daughter's birthday for me. And I was like, boy, go to sleep. Tomorrow y'all will be all right. Whatever y'all arguing about, you'll go back home. Never went back. And I'm still on Section 8. I'm still building, right? So this man said he got a body shop. This man said he got this, he got that. And it was all lies. It was his friend body shop. The money he was getting, he'll take the insurance money or whoever getting their car fixed money and come splurge on me or splurge while we out and don't fix the people cars. But see, I'm over here, so I don't really know what's going on. Right. The girl knew, and that's why he left her, because they didn't have a real intimate relationship. They slept in different rooms. She checked out before he really checked out anyway. Come to find out. So I'm thinking man, this nigga got a body shop. This nigga got money. We having fun. Sex good. It's all good, but it was built off lies. And once we moved together,
you start seeing everything for what it's worth.
And because I love him now, I feel like I could change it. Because all he needs is a little money, right?
Yeah, women think they can fix you, though.
Nope. Our whole relationship was lies.
Just talking about your businesses before we get off of that, man, even if the people see it or they don't, and they congratulate you or not, man. You know what you've been through, and you know the work you put in with that shit. Man, never stop, because nigga ain't do all this grinding to walk on eggshells or not to show you my material shit because you gonna hate and say all kind of shit. Now I work for this shit. I'm gonna show y'all motherfuckers, and I'm gonna keep showing you because I work for it, and it's motivating myself and my kids. So that's the people it means something to. So keep doing your shit. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
gonna keep popping my shit. I
Facts.
ain't gonna lie. That's me. I'm Brooke. I'm like, I had a comment the other day saying, maybe if you move under the radar, you move more silently. I say, why would I? I'm a public figure. They're gonna see this shit. And that's just what it is. That's what it is.
It's understandable when you know, kind of say like you built the brand, you know, Body by Brooke, and then from that the vote and everything came. So I totally understand it. At one time I was confused on like, damn, you know, Brooke got this money, she got this thing popping, you know, fall back. But now listening to your story, knowing that everything got built off of me being this person. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like, why fall back now when I'm still trying to go up?
Yeah.
You know, much higher. So, you know, with having a vote, you know, the drops and stuff, you to open a store, you had to come up with way more products, right?
Yeah, I
Besides the
started
drops.
off with, but I came out with those products before I opened the store. The one product just was an investment.
Right.
Because my mind stayed going. Like even today, I still add products.
So the 3 toys
Right.
was in the off top. That was just automatically with the drops, like the 3 other.
No, the
toys.
3 toys was keep it cute.
Yeah, that was first.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was first. That was a whole different business.
Right, but I just thought that you just added. That
Oh, you
to-
resumed. He thought you resumed.
No,
with
I
the
started
toys
over.
again.
I
Right.
revamped the
The whole
whole
shit.
thing, the name, just everything, because Keep It Cute was biased. It was catering to women that really, because back then the perception I gave, Body by Brooke, showing my body, a lot of women wasn't pleased with it because, you know, they got they men, they got, you know, like, she a hoe. The perception I gave was just basically not for women.
Right.
And when I realized that, my fan base was men.
Men, you flipped.
I had to change the
Yeah.
narrative. I had to flip it, so I revamped the whole business.
So the vote itself, like, is the products in there is mainly all for men? Or?
No. After I became successful, like once the success started rolling in and I was able to put my clothes on and talk different,
Right.
then that's when the women came in.
Yeah,
So
the
now I
urge.
ain't gonna lie, I'm 50-50. Even with the following, like I'm 50-50. If you were to look at my following back then, it was probably 5% women, 95% men. Now I got 50 and 50. Even with the products, 50 and 50. Sometimes, like right now, the women, men gonna get it because they need it and they, you know,
Right.
that's just what they do. Women are doing it because they love me and they supporting me. And then when they get the product, they love the product too. Because when that little 2-cent thing was going around, they had women like, I don't care how much it costs. It worked for me. It worked for me. So, you know, like women, they wanted to know who Brooke was. They started liking Brooke and they wanted to support Brooke. So that's where the women came in at. But then when you use it, it's like, oh, all right.
Right.
Because I use all my products.
Right.
I love my products.
Yeah, I didn't even know that MEANA asking that about the. I'm noticing mine say him and yours saying her. So this is a prime example. This for both.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
speak.
I've been drinking mine. It's a nice little taste.
Got a little 9-liter taste, sound like a little Jolly Rancher or something.
Let's speak about voltage. What inspired this?
Earlier I said my cousin Nina. Well, when I started to hit and vote, and I started thinking of more, like I said, I started with the drops. But my mind go, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, you always think where you can enhance yourself at. And me and her was talking, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna add this, and I had the drops for men, so then I came out with the drops for women. Then I had, like, some people might not want to use a massager. They may want something that they could digest. So I came out with the formula, the supplements, and then, you know, so on and so on and so on. And she was like, you know what would be dope? If you come out with a drink. And I was like, what kind of drink? She was like, just a sex drink, like a just a drink. And I was like, you know what they don't have? I always think of what they don't have. I want to do what they don't have because
fill a void.
Yeah. So I'm like, people like energy drinks, but they don't have like a sexual energy drink. And she was like, man, you got to do it. You got to do it. And she was like, when you do it, name it Voltage. But hers was Voltage, like the Vault, VOLTAGE.
So this sexual?
Yeah.
So I'm ready
It's
when I go
not
home?
sexual. You.
When I go home,
it's
right?
gonna boost your. Yeah, it's gonna boost your testosterone, your libido.
On the night.
Yeah.
When I go home, I'm
yeah.
ready.
Yeah, you're gonna be ready. So, but it's not. You know
something.
what
You better
make
overhear it,
what make that
Tyron
drink.
coming home, baby.
He coming home.
Facts.
What make that drink different from the Hitting Vote
It tastes good.
is a hormone booster. Like it could be like for women. I don't have to promote. It's a lifestyle drinking. On a can it say a lifestyle. I don't have to promote it the way I promote the Hitting Vote. It's more of a wellness drink. Like you have the women who libido is low, their estrogen low, and it causes like menopause and hot flashes. And that's a sexual hormone, a female hormone that causes you to have hot flashes and you know just the things that women go through as they age. Right. So what this does is it boosts the hormones. Right. And if you know that hormone that is boosting is a sexual hormone.
Send
so
that shit out.
I can either talk about it or not. So that kind of because the Hitting Vote got blackballed. It's in what
They got blackballed the Hitting Vote?
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but your average person not about to promote no sexual product. Right. Versus you got some people that can make it easy because you could throw a drink in their face or you could throw a beauty product, just anything in their face and that, like, yeah, I promote it. But me is like, no, that's sex products. I was getting no left and right. So I was getting bank account closed, like, because you got sex and you got CBD. Like, you high risk. I was so high risk. So to make it in my stream, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be like, you that bitch for real. Because it's not easy. I done had about 5 bank accounts closed. Just wake up, they close. Of course, they got to give me my money, but now I ain't got no processor. How am I get these orders? Right. Wake up, your website gone. Wake up, this one say no, they can't promote. This one can't promote. So to make it where I made it, and you can't get in a store because it's this. They opening up the avenue for this stream, but it's hard. It's hard when you're in the sex stream. So I was like, I'm gonna take this drink and I'm gonna give it what the Hitting Vote giving. I'm gonna give it a whole different name, but you gonna get what you get from a product from the Hitting Vote without me saying it. So when I introduce this drink to a person that own a store, it's not like, oh, I can't have that in my store because it's a lifestyle. It's an energy drink.
What the feedback been from them store owners? I've been seeing what the cases.
What I told you, I had, what's crazy? I had these drinks because you got an MOQ. And with the MOQ, I had to get 20,000. I had to get 10,000 of each. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta buy that much, and I don't even have a market. Like, I don't even know.
That's the MOQ,
well, I had the market, but it's just I'm like, whatever. So it sat in my warehouse for a few months before my friend Sierra, like, she was like, man, we was in Spades, and they ain't had no Red Bull, and she was like, first of all, like, why Voltage ain't in this bitch? She on some hype shit, and I'm like, I've been to a fancy to hook me up with the owner so I could talk to Mike and she was like, man, we're going to get this popping. I said, when I was going out of town, I said, when I come from out of town, we're going to put our feet on the ground. I'm going to get these drinks out this warehouse. And me and Sierra and Fancy, we went sit down. We had a meeting with Mike. Mike said, oh, I'll do it. But Mike went to making phone calls after phone calls, and this person calling, that person calling. When I tell you...
Right.
It was the Arabs showed so much love.
She coming. She already know.
It was crazy, and we had like 8 pallets in a warehouse. Gone. You go to the Hitting Vote right now, you can't even buy one of these. Gone. Like, I was like, what? So now, and honestly, y'all, in my beginning, remember when I say, I went to the feds, all kind of bad shit was happening before the Hitting Vote happened. In my beginning of this, as y'all can see, just it seemed like, damn, Brooke could take that. Brooke could take that. I wonder if she okay. People really be calling me like, just checking on you good, and they think I'm faking when I'm like I know what God doing. He getting the right people out of my life, putting the right people in my life. Like you just asked a question about the man I'm with now. You know how much I highlight people, how much he can highlight me. Right. Like what we could do for each other. No, like so many doors is opening, so many doors are closing, but I seen it already. So I know what they expect. It's like God bring you through the storm, to the storm, to get you through the storm. And this storm right here, I've been through it before. I had worse done to me. You think
right.
people talking about me on the internet like faze me like that don't. So I'm not putting on a front. I know you say people don't like to get talked about. I love to get talked about.
Did Chris use the drops? Did Chris use the drops?
He used the strike the other night.
Man, you suck.
He used the strike.
Yeah, he don't really need the drops. Because the drops, you know, it's men who typically use the drops. It's because maybe they, you know, want to, because it gives you extra girth, and he don't need that. So
How y'all locked in? What made you and BG just?
I wish
lock
he
it in?
could, yeah. I wish he could tell his story because it's his story. But he told it to me, and it was unbelievable. You know how I say I was the vixen? The girl that wanted to be on the internet. Well, I did a couple of magazines. I'm in a couple of magazines. Straight stunting. I'm in there. You know, when I was Bodied by Brooke, I was doing all that. And they send those magazines to all the guys in jail. And he said he had a guy that used to send him all kind of pictures of me. And he had like 18 pictures of me on his wall. Well, I was like, well, he said in the cell. So me, because I know about the cell, I'm like, there was toothpaste on the wall or was there in your book? Right. He said, nah, there was toothpaste on the wall. So he said, you was mine before you even knew it.
Right.
And which was crazy because he wasn't even a thought. Like,
You wasn't even thinking about him like that.
no. I mean, if he would have been a thought, it wouldn't have been a bad thought. But,
Right. But he was incarcerated.
He wasn't a thought at all. So, and even when he got home, like I remember the first time he reached out to me was September of 23. And he was just like, basically, I like your movement. I like what you're doing. Keep it going. I'm like, damn, VG, congratulate me. Thank you. But I won't be like, oh, yeah. So I just sent them 100. Like, you know, thanks.
Thank you.
Nonchalant. And he liked that. He like, because your typical girl be like, ah. I'm like, you know, yeah, thank you, whatever. And then he'll come back and say something, and then I'll say something to him. And then it's like, because I was in a relationship, I'm loyal. Like, you might see me with, like, now, boom, 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 but just know that boom, I was with just that boom. And then when that's over, next, but I'm just with that person. So at the time, even though me and my ex wasn't in a good space, like, it was just, like, I wasn't happy, like, shit wasn't sweet. I still couldn't, like, really step out on him. I wasn't ready. And I didn't want waste. If anything was going to happen between me and another person, let it happen on a term that ain't, you know, I just didn't want...
On no false pretense.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. So it was just like a little flirting in a DM. Like, and I never knew the story about me being on the wall until recently at one of the interviews we was doing. And I found that out, yeah. So I wasn't ready. And then even after that, I had cheated on the ex-person at the very end. And it's because I kind of knew it was the end. And once I did the cheating, he called me ASAP. Jesus. I was like, that's why I don't cheat. But he called me ASAP, and as soon as he called me, I was like, it's over. Like, because if I go open my legs for another man, because I don't do that if I'm in a relationship. I don't cheat. And once I was able to do that, I knew it was over.
Right.
It was over. So I don't want to fuss. I don't want to fight. I'm getting choked out. Every day is something. Like, it's over. You got to go. It's over. I would never cheat on a man I really love. I was out of love. So it was time. So that was over.
Oh,
so
go ahead.
So then boom, dealt with that person. Then boom, when me and that person was over, then I dealt with the other person. Then boom, like if you see, and then I say it online. And if that one don't work, I'm gonna pop out with another one. Like I'm living. It felt like I was in jail because I was on pretrial. So I couldn't even really live my life because I got the feds, I'm on pretrial. And then I'm with a nigga, miserable as fuck. So I ain't really get to live. So I'm the type that if you broke my heart, that's not gonna stop me from loving again. If I feel that something is not gonna stop me from trying again, I'm gonna keep trying. So to you, it might look like she a hoe, she this, she that. But out of my 6 years and 4 niggas, I guarantee a lot of people can't say 4 and 6. A lot of women can't say they only had 4 niggas in 6 years. So, and that's my story, that's their story. I'm not ashamed of mine. Obviously, if I was, because you wouldn't even know about these men if I ain't tell you.
Right.
Y'all think it's tea, but I bought this shit to the internet.
Right.
Not y'all. I did. They had a girl who seen us at the airport, me and Chris, and she tried to extort me for money. She was gonna post the video. She seen us walking in the airport. And I was like, girl, do you know who I am? This gonna be up by tomorrow.
Right. You gonna
I'm gonna post it.
post. Yeah,
and I
that's what I'm
posted
saying.
it.
Right.
Like, you're not about to extort me out of some tea I was gonna tell anyway. I just had to, see what was up with us before I.
So when you say extort, like,
She asked for money. She told me, Greaser. She asked for send me her cash app and everything.
Lock it to my
I
pocket.
said, but I showed it to Chris, and Chris was like, she must don't know we ain't no secret. We walked through the airport because we ain't no secret. If it was a secret, we wouldn't have never been walking through that bitch.
You wanted confirmation. You saying you wanted confirmation before.
No, I don't need no confirmation.
I'm saying to like the know we
From
exclusive.
who?
No, from you and BG.
No,
Like y'all,
I don't really be exclusive with these niggas when I post them. That's why you see me with another one probably in the next month. Because it's really not, Instagram not that serious for me.
Right.
Like, just because you see me post a man, that don't mean we're exclusive. And that's why it's so easy for me to post the next one.
Right.
I feel like this is my last
But
one.
BG did, what I'm saying. BG
Yeah,
did,
I ain't
but it's
gonna
exclusive.
lie. I'm scared. I think he gonna be my karma. I don't know, because it's just too good to be true. Like, that's my...
What was some of the other number one thing that made you want to make it exclusive with BG?
He if I had to bill a nigga, everything I ever wanted in a nigga is him. I don't like no corny nigga. I don't like no lame nigga. I like a
Right.
gangster ass nigga, but soft for me.
Right.
And he gave me that, like, just off the jump, like, just straight into it. Like, he gave me, like, he handled me. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen what his name is, Don Lucci,
right.
and he said he was handling it like a poodle. He was just like, he just rubbed me, like, he just make me feel safe. Like, he don't make me feel like I'm that nigga. I feel like I'm that nigga, and I can talk to a nigga any type of way I want with the other niggas. Like, I feel like I'm not soft, and I'm not me. I'm very disrespectful. I'm not submissive. With him, it was like, who you talking to? Like, he checked that shit at the door. Like, I know not to play with him, and I don't have, like, when a nigga trying to use you or they got ulterior motives, they submit to you.
Right.
They just let you do anything. I could talk to him any kind of way.
They trying to get something.
Yeah, so it's like I was cooking and not even giving my ex a plate. Bitch, fix your own food. I run my children bad water before here. I'm not doing nothing for you. You should have been checked out the way I started treating you. But because you was using me, it ain't matter. Like, he a real, like, this, Chris is like a real man. And he old school. And most of them niggas, I'm 38. They be younger than me. He got me by 6 years, so he there. And then we got a lot of similarities. It's the biggest one. We both Virgos.
Right.
Yeah, I love that shit. I ain't never dated a Virgo before, so I don't know. He just give me, he allowed me to be a woman.
He compliments you
Yeah.
in a lot of ways.
A lot of ways. We have the same favorite snacks. We like the same things. But the main thing is, I ain't gonna say I'm scared of him, but I'm scared of him, if that makes sense. Like, you know how you scared to lose something, so you ain't gonna play with it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's called respect.
I respect him.
You ain't never been in a check like this, huh?
Not in the last 6 years, no.
No, I'm saying ever.
No. Because normally it's like, I said, if I'm messing with a man that won't give me money, that's it. Like, you giving me money, I like him. We ain't just no turning, no trick. We together, but not together. So we just having fun. It ain't deep. It ain't that deep.
Right.
No. Like this.
Y'all,
Even
do y'all have intimate conversations, like just talk, just to talk?
That's
and
all
talk,
we do.
Just getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
the first night that I went to talk to him, like, I told my friends, I was like, yo, I gotta make sure I don't fuck this nigga, because I'm the type that
That's crazy. Yeah. It's that crazy.
I'm the type that, like, if I know, you know how you say if you're gonna have sex with a person before before you do it, I knew that I was sexually attracted to him, but I was like, I don't want to do it.
I don't wanna make it about
like
that.
with my ex, I fucked him on the first night. A lot of people, I just like get it over with, because I mean, we ain't no little girl. I ain't no little girl. You ain't no little boy. If you're not gonna be like, oh, she easy. We passed all
Right,
that,
yeah,
because you know
understand
what you
that.
want to do if you want to do it. We ain't in the old days. But I kept saying, girl, I'm going over here to talk. I gotta make sure I don't. And I was like, he didn't even try.
Right. He just was talking, just getting to know you.
And he was asking me some deep questions.
Deeper than deep.
It was what y'all just asked me about how I get the name Bodied by Brooke. He was the one who said,
Right.
I thought it was like I'm bodying these hoes, because he came out and I'm bodying these hoes. So he like, where you get the name from? But it really, it generated from.
Could have got the lead role in the video. I
I
seen
did.
that caption.
I did. Well, there was basically saying like, that's a video. This ain't real. Like, because they didn't know. It was not really no captions in the pictures. It just was, they look a little close, but that's a video shoot. We do know that's a video shoot, so she probably the leading girl in the video. So that's where I got the caption from, because they was all trying to figure it out. And I'm like, probably was the leading girl in the video without giving you too much.
Right.
Because now you're still wondering, was she?
No, I know the little things you be doing, because we was there. I was like, so I called it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
fun. People, I gotta ask you this before we get out here. People say, man, Key Carroll don't swing that bat for Brooke, man.
He don't swing the bat for me. I think he do. Oh, he going to swing the bat. Which
No, I'm
one?
saying he don't. People saying he don't say nothing about you ever,
He do.
like in a bad way.
He do. Well, see, in the beginning, like me and Keith is real friends, right? Like we not internet friends, like we real friends. Like that's my baby, that's my dog. So just imagine if you got friends, right?
Right.
Just imagine if your friend dragged you. Y'all
Right.
gonna still be cool? I know that's his business, and sometimes I have to, because they'll be like, he buys and buys, they'll drill him, and I'll have to call him like, listen, this is your business. This your business. Go ahead and sock it to me.
Let's up.
Sock it to me. And he'll try, but he'll still be light with it, or he'll let them do it.
Because it's genuine.
Because at the end of the day, we friends.
It's genuine, yeah.
I'm not gonna get on the internet and drag my friend.
I don't even understand that. Like, if you know a person is my friend, why would you even look for me? Even if that's my business, don't even look for me to bash my
Yeah,
people like
yeah.
that. Call it bias, call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's my fucking dog.
That's my fucking friend.
So I don't give a fuck how you feel, and I wouldn't even care if you
But
say it was biased.
I don't know.
That's my people. I'm not doing that.
I
Now,
don't-
all y'all other motherfuckers is
They
I'm a
fake as
royale.
fuck. That's
You get
why.
it.
I'm a royale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But say what you want
I'm
to
like,
say.
that's crazy
Call
for
it what
y'all to
you wanna
even
call
want
it.
him to roll me. But if y'all have not noticed, this is Brooke's internet. It's like,
Oh, they ain't Beyonce no more?
they changed the Brooke. They changed it to Brooke.
Be cutting up on his Beyonce.
They changed it to Brooke.
He be killing me
They
with
changed it
that
to
shit.
Brooke. I'm gonna give Beyonce back her internet, but if you don't notice, like every platform is just talking about Brooke. Half of them say the same shit every day. Half of them getting, you know what's crazy? That shit really crazy to me that I said it already. Like I got genuinely took care of a man, not even wanting to, but trying to elevate this man, trying to pour into this man, trying to put this, I'm not leaving you down there. Come on, King. I got you. And to turn around and just dog me like I ain't never do none of that shit, and I did that shit for 5 years, even fucking had a high-risk pregnancy to give you a son. It's crazy that when you hear these people on these platforms, they ain't even platforms. When you hear them on live, because he said this about her. Everything they know or they saying, he said it. Like, why we... You know what, men? I do want to say this because I was going to go live and say this. That I never understood. I don't know if this ever happened to any one of y'all in this room, but I never really felt y'all pain, or I never felt for a man when a woman tried to tear them down as much as they could with the child support, with the just the bashing, or just the trying to take everything from him. I never knew how a man felt. Never really considered or cared. But to be going through what I'm going through now, I feel for every man that go through that, just because they want to do something with their life, just because they put themselves first, or just because they had a change of heart. Like, you should not have to go through that, because even if y'all was in love today and you had a change of heart and you putting yourself first to make you happy, a man, nobody, but I see it happen to men way too often. They should not have to go through that in life just because he don't want you. Like, move on. And eventually you gonna find your person. And even if you don't, that wasn't your person. That's not meant to tear their children down, tear their livelihood down, tear their business down, which nothing that person could do to tear me down. For real, I've been through worse. Like, this a phase right here. That shit gonna spin. God gonna spin it. But I feel for all men that's going through that. And I pray for y'all, and I wish nothing but peace and blessings on y'all. And I wish that the narrative change. I do.
On that side of what you're saying right there, you know, like sometimes when women give men that hard time like that, right? They'll say that because she's still in love with, you know, that person or whatever. So when you drag for your ex or just just telling people what you've been through, I've seen in comments people be like, "Oh, she's still in love with dude. That's why she gotta speak on him so much." It's, you know, where you at in that? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So where I'm at with that is I speak on everything that I go through. I speak on a lot. Like, I don't just speak on one particular situation or one particular person. And if you've been following Body by Brooke and you know Body by Brooke, I didn't have to tell y'all about my time in jail. I didn't have to tell y'all about my childhood. I didn't have to write a book about none of this. I'm a public figure, so that's what I do. But when I did speak on me going to jail, that was me like, these niggas gotta hear this. Because we so used to hearing women doing it to men. Men are masculine. They're supposed to be masculine. They're supposed to be our protectors. I mean, we could flash out because we have this estrogen in us that cause us to flash out. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to protect women at all costs. And to put a woman, your child mother in jail, that child got one person that's taking care of him. Financially, yeah, my mom helped me with my kids, you know, watching my kids or whatever, but financially, your son depend on one person. And you're going to take that person away from your son, knowing you don't do nothing for your son, knowing you don't care about your son, knowing all the shit she did for you, knowing that you don't know for a fact if she did this or not, knowing that it happened over 7 months ago, because if you really into it, why you didn't do this 7 months ago? You could come out with, you could spend. So my main reason for talking about that particular subject is because they got real niggas like you just said, oh, he was this, that daps this nigga hand that don't believe in that. They don't believe in what you did to me. And they're not going to know about it if I don't talk about it. And I'm so furious that I had to spend my last 24 hours in jail and spend $5,000 to get out of jail, all because you're in your feelings. You could have did this shit a long time ago if you felt like I did it. You could have did this shit. Why? And then it happens when Chris come aboard. When I pop out with Chris, it happened. You say, I committed the crime October of last year, right? You say I did it since October of 2024. I pop out with Chris May 19th. May 23rd, you putting charges on me that you say I did October of 2024, and you don't have no factual basis to press these charges. So whatever you told these people had to be made up because you don't have no eyewitness, you don't have no camera footage. What else do you have to say I did it? That it was at my warehouse, a place that everybody came not only to kill you, to kill me too, because they feel like I'm upholding you? We had problems there, and police was called several times because people always looking for you. People always out to get you because what you do to people. You really ruin homes and families and take people money and mess over people. So every day we got police coming. Every day we got families coming. Every day we got fights about to happen. What if it was one of them? But you feel like it was me because I left you, because I left them in October. All right, we're going to go with that. But do you have proof? Because it's one thing to think it was me, but what if it wasn't? And it wasn't. So I'm like, I've really had to spend $5,000 that I could have spent on your son daycare that you don't help me with. I had to spend 24 hours in jail because you and your feelings. And I feel like real niggas that dap your hands shouldn't dap your hands no more. I feel like I'm a woman and I'm harder than you. You know how Jay-Z said my baby mama harder than a lot of you niggas? Like, I feel like he's a bitch and I wanted to expose it. I'm nowhere near in love with him. That man I can have right now. Even after all this, I would never. We could be the last two people on earth. I wouldn't do it. I never knew this side of him. I never knew this person. And anybody that, like, would, I know I've been used now. At first, I'm like, nah, yeah, but with this, I'm like, yeah, I've been used. So I wouldn't. It's done. It's done.
If we judge like you, I'm just making this statement from the real nigga shit, when the real nigga dap him and all that shit. If we judge our friends and the nigga that we fuck with according to how they deal with their old lady, we wouldn't have no friends. We wouldn't have a lot of friends. A lot of niggas act different. You know what I'm saying?
The females didn't act with the dudes.
Yeah, so that's why we'll never see that. If you don't come from
No, he on one of his partner's paperwork too. His partner tried to tell a lot of people about it, but his partner don't have a platform. I got.
Not just speaking about him. I'm just talking about like
you saying judging,
like
but you just
niggas.
said judging from a female and a male.
Yeah.
But if it's a male and a male, you be like, yeah, that nigga do that to me. What I'm saying is he did it to his partner. He on his partner paperwork, but that partner don't have the platform I have. So I'm able to bring that shit out there for real. And that's what I used it for, because it's like, I'm not gonna go do you nothing because I see you play the police. So what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna expose you. That's what I do. I do that to a lot of people that wrong me. Like, you come in my house, I pay you this amount of money, you fuck over me and don't finish my shit. I'm giving you weeks and opportunities to fix it. You don't, now I'm going bash your business. But I'm going to come with receipts. I come with receipts. When I got on live, I showed. So this ain't me just saying, oh, he put me in jail. And he actually went on live and admitted to
I
it.
seen that.
But you put...
Not no niggas, but my baby mama.
You put your partner in, you did it with your partners too, because he's not a person that can handle jail, or he got a clean record. That's not him, and that's cool. But don't portray to be somebody you're not, because they have some white collar men, they have some street men, they have some not so street men. Just be you. Don't go out there with a gun on your waist and acting like you in a gang or you this and you that. You not that. You soft. You soft as cotton. You're a fucked up person. And then you don't know if I did that for sure, and you still really went with that move knowing I got your son. You don't even got respect for your son. I know a lot of men don't give a fuck about their children, but they got a lot of men that do.
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm on the opposite side. I hate them niggas that don't
I
care about their children.
So no, I just wanted to expose that. And if I say something, I may say too much, but I'm going to tell the truth.
I totally respect you.
I'ma tell the truth.
For being, like I say, so transparent about, you know, your story and your life. And
Brooke,
you know
is it a cap on like a shot clock? Like if me and you in a relationship, is it a shot clock? How long it is that before you dip, before I get my shit together?
That was 5 years.
No, I ain't
how
talking
much
about.
more?
I'm not
How much
talking
more
about,
years you want?
No, he's talking about
just
in it,
speaking
in general.
because I don't even want to just
No,
dwell on that.
what you talking about moving forward?
Yeah, I'm just saying, we in a relationship and you meet me, we vibing and I ain't all the way together. Before you dip and say, man, this nigga, just can't get his shit together, man. Fuck this nigga.
Now? We speaking now after I've been through what I've been through?
Yeah, man, you.
I don't want to date nobody like that. If you ain't on my level, I ain't fucking with you. And if you pretend to be on my level and I find out that you're not, I'm leaving because I know what it cost me, what it did to me. I can't afford to put myself back in a situation like that. And I got little boys, man. My little boys watched that shit for 5 years. Damn, nobody to look up to. My little boy is supposed to be in sports. He'll start something very inconsistent with everything. You will start something, they wouldn't even make it through the whole season. Like, I gotta do it. You ain't doing nothing. You make money in your sleep, you do it, but you're not doing nothing either. I'm paying all the bills. I don't care if I sit in this bed all day. These bills paid, and I'm the one that paid them. These little boys need somebody to look up to. I shouldn't be still going to the barbershop with them. I shouldn't be doing all that. So I would not date a person like that no more.
And it's understandable.
It is what it is.
It's understandable
I'm not.
if you went through something and, you know.
Just going forward, man, what's the goal for Brooke? You know? Just going forward?
The goal for Brooke, I saw what Vultures did in less than 3 weeks. We got rid of 20,000 cans in less than 3 weeks. I'm waiting on a new shipment. The goal for Brooke, the way I promoted the Hit and Vote and got the Hit and Vote out there, Vultures is a whole new animal. I'm about to go crazy with Vultures. Vultures gonna be worldwide before it's over with, and in every gas station, every store, everywhere. And that's gonna be a big change because that's different. I even gave. I don't want to talk about that no more, but yeah, I was gonna give a person an opportunity to come in this with me, even though I did 100% all this myself. This 100% me.
Yeah,
no handouts, no loans. No, none of that, just me. And I was about to, you know what? Nothing else working. If you could help me get this off the ground, let's do it.
We're on with something.
Couldn't even do that. So I was wasting time, but moving forward, my goal is to crush the beverage market with these drinks and to constantly, evolve. Even with the Hidden Vault, because that's my baby. The Hidden Vault ain't going nowhere. I actually want to, because I touched the urban side of with the Hidden Vault. Like, I got that community. I got a lot of people. I have over 80,000 customers within the last 6 years. So my thing is to tap into the wellness part with the Hidden Vault too, because what I thought was a sex product is really a wellness product. They really have men and women that's dealing with vaginal dryness, erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation. I just looked at the enhancement side, like we're gonna fuck all night, but no, they have people who really have these health problems.
Right.
So I want to make it more of a wellness, not prescription per se, but membership type of thing. So I'm gonna change the narrative with the Hidden Vault too. So I got a lot of creative things, but my next move is getting the fuck out of New Orleans. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm too big for it now. And my hate come from New Orleans. It don't come from nowhere else.
Right.
It don't come from nowhere else. And honestly,
That's a fact.
Facts.
that's where it come from. And honestly, like, I have my traditional shit I do every day. Like, I work. Most of my work is on my phone. I take my children to school, to daycare, and on trips, and we inside. The clubs don't even excite me no more. So it's like we inside. So it's like I'm not really living here. So if I can go somewhere else?
What's holding me here?
What's holding me here?
Right.
Like, and I feel like if you can make it in New Orleans,
Anywhere.
you can make it anywhere.
I do want to let you know that the same way we hear people, they be hating on Brooke. I'm like, you ain't around me, but like through my everyday day, I do hear people on the good side. Like,
I told you that. People love me too.
You inspire them. But for us to toast this podcast, like, how you came up with that?
Me and Fancy actually came up with that.
Shout out to Fancy.
Shout out to Fancy. I love that girl.
Open the school. Go ahead, Fancy.
Yes,
Go
congratulations
ahead.
to Phi Micro School.
Facts.
Yes. My girl always, her mind stay going to serial entrepreneur. She's a great person and a real friend. And we was actually josing in the Hidden Vault when it was on Elhoy. And I was like, I was on live. And I was saying some shit, and I'm like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Or we're going to come out with a podcast. But everybody thought it was like a joke because it was me, Keith, my friend Mickey, and Fancy. And they was like, they ain't doing that shit. So I'm like, Fancy, we could do it. And me and Fancy is like, I don't want to say night and day because we got too many similarities, but I'm the hype one and she the calm one. So it's like she love wine. She love her wine glasses. She have her own wine line.
Right,
It's called Fine Wine. And she's always toasting. And me, you'll be like, oh, she's spilling tea. So it was like toast tea. So Toasties, that's what we came about. So we would host a podcast, and what she won't say, I'm probably the girl that's gonna say it.
Right.
Or what gentle as she is, I'm probably not as gentle. So
Right.
we just
A good
bounce
balance.
off each
Good
other.
balance,
Yeah, it's a
right.
great balance. And so far, so good. I like it. I do. I like it. But of course, she busy. I'm busy. So we just get them in when we can, and then our camera guy busy. So but that's where Toasters come from. It came off of me being live, and people like, don't get off the live. And I was like, we're going to do a podcast. We're going to talk about this on the podcast. And me and Fancy are the only ones, like, when we talk about something, me and her, we're going to do it.
How hard it was getting Vanya on there to be open about that situation?
That was so easy.
To get on there to be open about this?
Right now, that's all Vonnie want to do is talk about her story. She want to get her story out
She's an
there.
open book. She's another person
She's an
that's
open book.
transparent.
I watched
She's
the
an open book.
conversation y'all had. And the thing that I did love about it, that the HIV awareness lady was
Yeah.
that was
Tamachi.
smart.
Tamachi.
That was smart.
Yeah,
That's my
she's
girl. I've been on her.
very informative. The thing about that was to not be ignorant on the show, because this is
Serious matter.
it's a serious matter. So I was ignorant to it because that's not my story.
Right.
I'm not going through it, so I didn't educate myself enough on it. And then before we had Vonnie, of course, we wanted to educate ourselves on it, but we needed a pro up in there.
Right.
Because even though we trying to educate ourselves in such short time, somebody that really does this,
Right.
if we have her right there, she could correct anything. Like, because this matter so serious, people really need to know the facts.
Right.
So that's why we brought Tamasha on it. Yeah, the expert on it, because even Vonnie isn't an expert when it's her story and it's something she has, but she's still and she angry right now. So some things she may say the audience ain't gonna catch it as good because it's coming out of anger. So that's what she was there for. So we just wanted it to make sense, and her story is like a magnet. Everybody drawn to it. And I learned something. It's like, shit, I'm dating now. I'm free. I want to get on prep. Because I never heard of prep. Never knew it was a such thing. My doctor ain't never tell me. Even when I went to my doctor after my last relationship, I'm like, let me go get myself checked up on. You know, that's over with. So I know one thing, moving in these streets, anything happen, I know I left that situation clean.
But
she never said
to that, like,
oh yeah,
like Bedazzle brought more of the clarity to the prep thing, like, you know, because I didn't know too much.
You
about
watched
that
it, huh?
Yeah.
So Bedazzle was like, she would be HIV positive if it wasn't for prep. A lot of the girls don't know about prep. We not introduced to prep. We talked about that on the show.
Right.
Like, they don't bring it to our community. It's like they're hiding it from us. So, like, if Vonnie would have knew about prep, even though she hearing what she said she hearing, she would have been protected.
Right.
Y'all saying Bedazzle got AIDS because she was dating a man with AIDS. But here, boom, Bedazzle. I would have been HIV positive, but I was protected.
Yeah.
Not by a condom, but by prep.
Right.
And it worked for us. So I was like, fuck, I'm single, I'm dating. I want to go get on prep too, because fuck, ain't nothing like some raw meat. And I'm going to be real, but of course you can't get that all the time. When you're single, you can't get that. So I got to move around with condoms. I'm like, well, get on some prep and I could probably slip up too.
Right,
Shit,
right.
But the conversation was great.
It was.
It was a great episode, and Vonnie was cool. I kind of blew it up on Vonnie a few days ago, not even knowing it was Vonnie, because I was in attack mode. But me and her, we squashed it out and talked about
What about
it.
that comment shit?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't aware, but I'm on YouTube and I'm a podcast head, and I just see all that type of shit. It was just like Brooke wrote her own comment or some shit. I was like,
No,
what the fuck?
listen, Brooke.
So I ain't understand it.
And that's I think that's why a lot of other people don't like me. It's like I'm never the initiator. I'm always the person that responds. Like I say, the defense mode. I just been going through that my whole life, so I'm just so used to defending myself. But I'm never a bully. I'm not gonna start with nobody. But you better believe I'm coming for you when you play with me. And a lot of y'all can't handle it, so just leave me alone. So what happened was a comment came, and like it was basically, it stemmed from Vonnie, and it's crazy because you asked me, do me and Chris have intimate conversations? Mm-hmm. And our conversations started so intimately that I knew about the Vonnie thing. And I'm going to clear that up. I'm going to talk about that on here because it never was talked about. So he told me, because he was like, damn, I had to start from this. So as us communicating in the DMs, it was one thing he posted, because sometimes he don't post, or like, sometimes I don't even get on the internet and look for him. But I got on the internet and he was right there. And I was like, oh, you taking me with you? That was just a little flirty little thing that we do.
What's up, Five? Hello?
Hey, though, boy, what's up?
Man, we is podcasting, man. You is live, man. Come on, man. You act like you sleep. Just came out the studio 10 minutes ago, bro. How you sleep?
Nah, look, I'm in the studio. Look, I was watching the game. Fucked around it. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? I now in a minute. You hear me?
Yeah, you sound like you're asleep. We just in here, man. We were wrapping up, man. We're glad to hear from you, though. But this is Chris. This is Chris on the line.
This is Chris.
This is not BG. This is Chris.
Chris. Not the little one. Christopher. You hear me?
What's the number one thing about what's the number one thing that made you lock in with Brooke, BG? We asked her the same thing.
Oh man, she's just a vibe for real. You heard me? That was beautiful too, though. You heard me? But you know what I'm saying? She's just a vibe for real.
Real New Orleans nigga. 5 for real. I got you, 5. Nigga, that's
Nah, for real. And you know she compliment my swag, man. You heard me, but
real.
you know when on the one-on-one, like you know outside of, you know what I'm saying, when you lock the internet out and just get with somebody and really just get the know 'em, you heard me. It's all love, man.
Nah, I understand what you're saying for sure. She glowing, my nigga. Every time Chris come up, she is glowing, my nigga.
Ask Chris about them pictures. Them pictures. Hey, Chris.
Hey, hey,
Nah, it's all love,
hey,
nigga.
Chris, I
what's
told him
baby?
about the pictures.
Wait.
Ask Chris about the
Bitch, you know about that jail cell, bitch. You toothpaste and them pictures on the rack, bitch.
Hey, yeah, nah, I'm saying, you know how it is when you chose me.
Facts.
I told her I made love to her. You heard me before she knew it. You heard me what I'm saying?
Feel 21.
That's a stupid dude.
This nigga stupid.
Stupid dude, bro.
Nah, man, we just wanted to tap in and hear your voice, my nigga, while we were fucking with
Nah,
the little
man,
baby, you heard me?
it's all love, bro. It's all love, brother. You heard me? Facts.
It's love, nigga. I'm gonna hit you up, nigga.
I bet.
You know what this is, man? We ain't gotta go no further. You know it's exclusive. Nigga, this ain't a front. What you think it's a front, nigga? Nah, man, real shit, Brooke. We really sincerely appreciate you coming through this bitch and rock with it. We got 2 hours on this thing, man. With real.
It went by fast.
Real enjoyed this shit, man. I
Real
appreciate you
informative,
pulling up
too.
for sure.
Yeah, it went by pretty fast. Thanks for having me.
Nah, real talk, man. Anytime we do it. Let the people know where to find you at, man, and where to get that voltage from. You heard?
Listen, right now, Voltage is in the surrounding cities like Baton Rouge and New Orleans, mainly New Orleans. You can get it at all the fast stops, all the time savers. A lot of our local stores, gas stations have them. Right now, we kind of sold out, I would say, thehiddenvault.com, but
It's a
you
good thing.
could get your enhancements from thehiddenvault.com.
Pre-order, huh?
I don't do pre-orders. Man, I did that before, man. They would chew you out. If you
You
don't,
don't have the stuff?
if something happened, any type of delay, because you know you can't count on the manufacturer to get you your product when they say you gonna get it. So you telling these people pre-order, now these people, you ain't just see that on the internet with Jada Wade, how they going off from the pre-orders. You ain't see that? Well, she getting dogged. It was all on the shade room. Like pre-orders, is a commitment, and you have to, in business, you have to deliver when you say you're gonna deliver. Right. And I don't know when it's gonna show up at my spot. So I ain't doing that.
I get it.
I ain't doing that. But some of the stores still holding on to them, so a lot of the stores still have them. You can find me on Body by Brooke, but of course I am the brand of the Hidden Vault. I represent the Hidden Vault all day, where we saving relationships and enhancing sex the right way, the legit way, and I say legit. I just thought about a lot of things we didn't tap up on, but this interview was great. Find me on Body by Brooke. Find me on thehiddenvault.com. Find me on Toasties Podcast. Shit, you might find me on Everybody Network right now. You just get on Instagram and you gonna see me.
That's what it is.
That's
man.
what it is.
For sure, you been bodied by Brooke, man. They go by Gas the realest.
I'm Mr. Meaner the Motivator.
You already know what to watch.
Watch this, don't watch that other shit.
Yeah.
Boom.